Alrighty then. What up, everybody? Hello, hello. It is Survivor Series War Games night here all across the world and here on Ringside Heat. Welcome to the stream. This is Lex Tan, your host and producer of Ringside Heat, and just really glad to be able to catch Survivor Series along with y'all. And right now we are just starting up. We're about 13 minutes from bell time, and we will be starting up anytime soon. So sit tight, relax, and I'm gonna get the streaming on going on my end over here. I actually have usually have long days on the Saturdays because I'm very busy. I do the Greg Carrasco show in the early morning around 8 o'clock, but of course I've got to be at the station by at least 7:20. So yeah, that's one thing. We've also and after that I got to produce the podcast. I've got to run another show, and then usually on Saturdays, at least for the last 3 years, I've had to actually record and edit Ringside Heat on that day so that I can get it onto the station and have that set up to run the next day. And then I've got to go sing at church as well. So that's another thing too. So for those of you who just for those of you who are just piling in right now, it is Lex Tan, host producer of Ringside Heat. We are about to start the stream, or we've started the stream rather. But Survivor Series War Games is still about 12 minutes away. So today got home I got home a little bit earlier, but had to do a little bit of shopping before we got here, and done it now, and now we're ready to go here. So Colin said over here, his last stream, Colin Dodge at Risen72, his last stream will be tomorrow morning at 8 a.m., going 12 hours straight to 8 p.m. Make sure that you go and check out his stream, support Sick Kids, support Extra Life, support Colin, because he's doing some yeoman's work over on the video game streams for charity. Hello to everybody who is popping in right now. If you can leave your wherever you're commenting from, whether you're on X, whether you're on YouTube, we'd love to know. I'd love to know where you're from. I'd love to know where you're coming from, who you are actually, so that we can interact and we can talk about the show. And in the meantime, I'm trying to get the stream over here. I'm gonna be I have to log in. I've got to log into the Rogers account at the moment, so give me a few seconds for that. Hopefully, I can keep the stream at kind of a dull roar, so that it won't get picked up too much by the microphones, because you don't want no copyright strikes from WWE, because that would be bad. But yeah, welcome to those who are popping in right now. It is Survivor Series Watchalong, and it's War Games. Yeah, I could probably do a little bit better, a little bit better of a William Regal kind of like, real growl with the War Games thing going on here, and right now, one thing that's really cool is that Jose, our director of digital content, is actually in Vancouver, and he's actually in the stadium right now, basically taking it in with his buddy who lives in Vancouver. This is his buddy's first WWE show ever, and it's got to be Survivor Series War Games. Imagine that. And Jose, this is his third pay-per-view this year, if you believe it or not. He attended WrestleMania 40, he attended WWE Money in the Bank, and now he's in Vancouver for WWE Survivor Series War Games, which is awesome. Let's see, where can I find that? Where can I find that? There we go. How's everybody doing today? I'm pumped. I'm honestly pumped. I can't believe I can't believe this is happening, Well, I can believe it's November. We got Survivor Series. So alrighty then. So now I'm on the stream. I guess I'm still logged in over here. What we've got on the screen right now, we've got the countdown at 9 minutes and 9 seconds, coming up to 9 minutes and 5, 4, 3, 2, won 9 minutes and counting down, 8:59. And now Jackie Redmond, dressed in all red right now, red trench coat and everything. She's talking. Again, I'm one of those people who followed Jackie's career being in Toronto. All of us Toronto people who know anything about WWE, who know anything about sports, we followed Jackie Redmond's career throughout the time that she was a contestant on on the Score television network's reality show called Drafted, and I actually auditioned for Drafted. I think back in 2014, maybe 2015, and actually met Jackie Redmond. She is actually she's a tiny girl, that's for sure. But she is a fun interviewer. She knows how to ask those questions. She knows where and when to, like, interject herself. She knows how to empathize with the person that she's talking to, but at the same time, she also knows how to refute respectfully. And that's something that's really cool about Jackie Redmond, is that just her as she is, she knows how to discuss and refute things that you say, but do it in a respectful manner, so that a true discussion can come through for anybody basically that's talking to her. And right now on the screen, we've got the matches. We've got right now the match that they're previewing right now is the men's war game match. That is the OG Bloodline versus the Timu Bloodline, or the new Bloodline rather. And right now the Dead Man walks for the first time in 1990 as Ted DiBiase is introducing the Undertaker, and that's where you get that line, "Look at the size of those ham hocks," uttered by the great Roddy Piper. There you go. Yep, look at the size of the hammock. There it is. And Undertaker, still with his red hair, hadn't dyed it red yet, hadn't dyed it black yet, but like a dark red hair. Look at that, taking down Dusty Rhodes, and then suplexing the Anvil, taking the choke slamming down the Hitman. Oh man, this is Brother Love at ringside, and its first tombstone, eliminating one more guy. And look at that. And it's cool that, like, with Undertaker, if you look at his makeup right now, he's got like back in his debut, he colored the unders of his eyes purple to signify black eyes and bruising. So that's a nice touch. That's actually a really, really nice touch that I didn't actually notice from before. I hadn't seen a lot of the Undertaker's debut in the WWE in the 1990 Survivor Series, but that was a nice touch, honestly. 6 minutes before the Survivor Series War Games begins, and we've got Big E. Great to see him. Obviously, great to see him back, but I wonder because he is doing commentary, or at least he's here doing the pre-show right now. I wonder. Oh yes, and right now the match that they're previewing right now is the women's War Games match. We've got Bailey, Bianca, Naomi, Io, and Rhea versus Liv versus Raquel, Nia Jax, Tiffy Stratton, and Candice LeRae. And look at that right now. 27 years in the WWE, 27 years as an announcer for this great company and this great genre of entertainment. The man, Michael Cole, is making his way down and down to ringside. And here's the thing. It's like, I remember, for those of you who are of a certain vintage, will probably remember, you go to a WWE show, anytime Michael Cole comes up, he got booed out of into the building and out of the building as well. And that's because, he was different. He and Taz were like the New York sound of WWE with SmackDown, and Jerry the King Lawler and Jim Ross were like the southern sound of WWE Raw back in the day. And I guess there's a lot of people who, like, of course, like, who could, honestly, if there's anybody who could compare, there's nobody who can compare to Jim Ross and Jerry the King Lawler as a tandem. Maybe Jim Ross and Paul Heyman, maybe Jim Ross, Jerry the King Lawler, and Vince McMahon Jr. And now Corey Graves is making his way to the ring over here, having some props and high fives and fist bumps with some of the people in the crowd. Looks like he's interacting with some. Good, he didn't forget. He didn't forget that guy who just got fist bumped right over there. So hey, that's cool, Corey Graves, to do that. But as I said, with Cole, he was booed up until the time that Jerry the King Lawler nearly left us in Montreal back in 2012 or 2013. I don't remember exactly what it was, but the way he handled, as I said, I believe I said this before in the previous stream, the previous live stream that I was on for the previous WWE event for SummerSlam, for Michael Cole to be able to handle himself the way that he did, and with the grace and the poise, no matter how emotional, how worried he was, and I guess emotionally exhausted from worrying about what the world was going to happen to Jerry the King Lawler. Ever since that day, he dropped the character and he was just himself. And you never heard a boo for him ever again. And it's also, I guess it's also a testament too with a lot of people these days, especially those who didn't have a growing number of people didn't have Jim Ross and Jerry the King Lawler at their primes, and some of them they did actually. Okay, you know what? I'll consider that Ruthless Aggression era Jerry the King Lawler and Jim Ross was as strong as they were ever been in their careers, spanning all the way back from the Attitude Era, and they were just a great tandem of broadcasters. And and there you go. Look at this. Okay, look at this. Okay, so we've got the anthem. We've got America the Beautiful and "Oh Canada" being delivered by Vancouver's Elizabeth Irving. Where's my hat? I gotta put it on my heart. Be right back. Nice tone. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet? Oh, sorry, that's not America the Beautiful. This is the Star-Spangled Banner. What am I talking about? Ooh, there's somebody with a good Mankind cosplay here. True patron love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise. The true north, strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Samantha Irvin, ladies and gentlemen, is delivering the national anthems of America and Canada just before Survivor Series War Games 2024. And look at the screen over here, right there. We're starting it off here. We're the women's War Games match. Team Liv, Tiffany Stratton, Candice LeRae, Raquel Rodriguez, and Nia Jax making their way, and now montage of Vancouver.
The BC Lions. And in downtown Vancouver, this is Rogers Arena, home to the NHL's Vancouver Canucks.
Rogers Arena, look at that.
Survivor Series Wargames, where we are sold out.
Beautiful, beautiful building over here. Amazing to see all these amazing fans, and now we've got Team Rhea Ripley, Rhea, Io, Bianca, Bailey, and Naomi. All right, for those of you who are watching right now and not from, there's LA Knight right now, the United States champion. Here's the thing: on Wednesday, on Saga 960 AM, and as well on Thursday on YouTube, Jose, who's actually at the show right now, and I discussed what could happen with Shinsuke Nakamura and LA Knight's match, and we both kind of came to the idea that as much as we kind of lament it, it actually might be time for LA Knight to drop the belt, because if he doesn't drop the belt, then this character, what Shinsuke is bringing and the badassery that he's bringing, actually might lose quite a bit of momentum. And look at that, CM Punk right now getting a big ovation right now from the Vancouver faithful, and of course all the people who came around the world to Vancouver to watch Survivor Series War Games. And now here's Jey Uso, Sami Zayn, the honorary Sami Zayn, who actually has a Uso shirt now. He's now Sammy Uso, the new Sammy Uso shirt, and there's the OTC, and Jimmy Uso, Jimmy wearing a basketball jersey that says Samoa on it. And this is great, honestly. It's really nice to get back into this, into the live streaming over here. And what's nice as well, 6:04 p.m. It's probably the show's going to be ending by 10. And by the way, 6:04 is the primary area code for Vancouver. For those of you who aren't Canadian, and yeah, I just wanted to point that out. Just for the next few seconds, at least, 6:04 p.m. Vancouver is at 3:04. But yeah, you know, as they say in Doctor Who, wibbly wobbly timey wimey. You know what I'm saying? And the opening montage over here for the War Games pay-per-view, or PLE, and of course, what's happening right now on the screen? Great montages. Always, I would say, for a long time, as long as I follow the WWE product, one thing that is one of their strengths in making sure that you, the viewer, know what is going on with the particular show that they're broadcasting, and with the buildups to their pay-per-views and their PLEs, is that they know how to put together things that quickly catch you up to what's going on without having to necessarily go back and watch everything, because of course back even just back before 2010, not a lot of there weren't a lot of digital archives of what we saw on the shows that we could go back to, and you would have to go to an illegal site like a torrent, as opposed to, let's say, a WWE Network or or Rogers Sportsnet now. And now WWE presents Survivor Series. And of course, I'm going to be getting myself a Netflix account for the first time. I already have an Amazon account myself. I used to have Paramount Plus, but I didn't feel that I had the right library aside of Star Trek. that I wanted to watch on Paramount Plus. But I would say that with Netflix, I I mean I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna be doing a lot of watching on Netflix other than WWE. But the fact that they're gonna be on, it's must buy. It's a must buy for me right now, being that I run a wrestling show, with along with Jose and with Chico and with John, with Steve and Colin. It is, and hey, you know what? By the way, this like tonight, yeah, as you can see, Survivors. Oh wait, we got to change. I think we got. I don't know how to change that over there on the side. I know on the left side there we've got. Let's see. We got the comments over here. Let's edit this and see what I can do. Because if you look at the left of your screen right now, we still have Survivor Series preview and next live stream Survivor Series this coming this Saturday, 5:45 p.m. EST, which is on right now, actually. But yeah, the ins and outs of StreamYard are what are what Jose does. And here's the official rules now for the War Games. 2 teams contained in separate cages, 1 member of each starting the match. After 5 minutes, a member from the advantage team will be released at the end of the match. After a 3-minute period, alternating members from each team will enter the match until all competitors have arrived into the cages. And now, and there were 2 other bullet points there, but I missed that. However, if you've been watching WWE, if you've been watching War Games, you know what it's all about. And now you can hear those sirens. You got the torches all around the ring as the cage is being lowered onto the double rings. And we're starting it off big. We're starting it off big with the women's match. Starting it up, the following contest is the Women's War Games match. Fourth War Games match here for Bianca Belair. And she is one of the tag team champions, but of course, Jade Cargill is quote unquote injured right now. So, as far as I know, that as far as I know, the injury is kayfabe. So, yeah. And now feel the glow as Naomi starts to make her way down to the ring, and her entrance starts up. And well, here's something that I would say that is also kind of Naomi, this is her first War Games match, and I mean, like, and I'm glad she's back in WWE, and I'm glad that she is able to be as successful as she is right now. I would have loved to see her do a little bit more TNA work, at least for just maybe another year or something like that. But hey, you know what? When you get the call, are you really gonna turn down WWE? Seriously? 6 War Games match here for Io Sky, and has competed in every women's War Games match. That's Io Sky. And now her former tag team partner, stable partner from Damage Control back in the day, is Bailey. Bailey has never been, as according to Michael Cole, has never been never been a winner, has never been on the winning team of a War Games match. And of course, the last competitor for the face side of the War Games match. There she is. Miss Brutality herself, Rhea Ripley. Wearing the face covering, whether wearing the because of that broken eye socket. That's right. 4th career War Games match, stomped by Rhea. And look at Rhea right now. She's wearing this, I guess, Beelzebub mask above her protective mask for her orbital bone. But one thing that one thing that's going to be a big thing right now is how all of this will all this will pan out. And looks like Bailey. Yep, Bailey is going to be the first competitor in War Games. She's going to be the one to get the brunt of the blows from, well, whoever the first woman is going to be in the War Games match for the heel side right now. If you're just tuning in, this is Lex Tan of Ringside Heat. We're doing our Survivor Series watch along. Even though on your left of your screen it says Survivor Series preview, this is actually the watch along. Of course, if you're watching WWE right now, then well, you know what's going on right now. But I'm going to be sitting here. I'm going to be commentating a little bit, and I'd love to know what you are thinking. I'd love to know what you all are wanting to say. What do you predict about the War Games match here for the women? Who do you think is going to come out on top? What are the storylines that could come from this? What are the most promising prospects of all of this for all 5 of these women? And now here comes Team Liv, starting out with The Rock's cousin, not far, in real life part of the bloodline, but not kayfabe bloodline. Nia Jax, who is the women's WWE champion. Nia Jax, they're setting in between the two. We've got referee Brian on the stage left side where the heels cage are supposed to be. And then we've got also Charles Robinson on the stage right side, which is where the faces are currently locked right now. And now Candice LeRae, the Poison Pixie, Mrs. Johnny Gargano, has been in 2 War Games matches, 2-0. And Candice LeRae is just continues to do great yeoman's work for the women's division. And now the next competitor, Tiffany Stratton. Wow. So Miss Money in the Bank right now, Tiffany Stratton, first steel cage match in her career, first War Games match in her career. And so, I mean, she obviously doesn't look too scared about anything, but that's what you're supposed to play it up right now. Pointing to her wrists, saying, "It's time, it's time, it's time." Time for what, Tiffany? It's Tiffy time. And then Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan entering one after the other with Liv's theme music. And there's Liv over there just showing off that title and other things. That's actually I heard something this week about why Liv works so well as a heel. Because she works so well as a heel, especially for both the men and the women, because I guess I guess the I guess with Liv, particularly the from the women's side, and this is something that was, I believe, that was actually on WWE TV, or something, or so, or an a podcast interview featuring Liv, that she is she's an attractive woman, and she is the somebody who probably could steal a girl's boyfriend if she wanted to, like she did with Dominic Mysterio. But obviously, we all know that's kayfabe. But still, it is the acting, it is the characters, and now the bell finally rings, and ooh, knocked down. Down goes Bailey after that. Look, that even just like a little bit of a blocking elbow by Nia Jax, and that said Bailey to the floor right there. Now, ducks under that clothesline. Second clothesline ducked under, and now Bailey trying to take control of Nia Jax right now by forcing her into the ring ropes, trying to go for the Irish whip here, but the size advantage of Nia Jax is coming to play right now. And now a couple of flying elbows by Bailey to Nia Jax. Nia Jax picking up Bailey now. Bailey fighting out of it and just tries to run away over here, but she can't. There's nowhere to run as we've got now Bailey. Looks like she was about to get chokeslam, but she blocked it. Bailey stopped herself after the Irish whip, taking her up on her shoulders. Try to sunset flip. Nia Jax did Bailey, but to no avail, unfortunately. But at least she didn't get the brunt of any of the bonsai drop that, or at least what Nia Jax calls it. I still remember the bonsai drop because of Yokozuna, honestly. Ooh, and a little bit of a cutter. Nice move there by. That's nice move there by Bailey as she forced Nia Jax outside into that median section between the two rings, and then performed the cutter on her. And now Bailey trying to do some sort of shove or clothesline onto Nia Jax, and now Jax now getting control of Bailey. We're coming up to the 3-minute mark here before the next competitor arrives. 17,000 in Vancouver right now. Interesting.
98. That was rock bottom in your house. And again, Bailey can't escape. That's not what she's trying to do here. Perhaps trying to get to the top rope and maybe trying to go for a high maneuver.
Looked like Nia Jax wanted to go for some sort of an Olympic slam, but now Bailey just pounding right hands and left hands to the back. And another big punch there by Bailey. Bailey up to the second rope, up to the third rope. Oh, nice Hurricane Rana by Bailey. Good job, Bailey, on that move. All right, we're coming up to the 2-minute mark before. And there's no disqualifications as Bailey is starting to hit Piper with her own gear. And now Nia. Oh.
Right across the spine of Bailey. And suddenly Nia's taken over. This has allowed Nia to slow down the pace of this match. This is what the champion wants in this circumstance. And again, if you're unfamiliar.
All right. Oh, so 1 minute and 25 seconds. And now Nia Jax taking that strap that she and Shawn, not quite the Shawn Michaels and the Canadian flag with that strap. Oh, wow. And that side attack, the hip attack there. Just Bailey taken down. 1 minute left till the next competitor arrives. Whoever that may be, we'll find out. And Bailey with the counter there. Nia in the middle of the ring. Oh. Nia Jax just threw herself at Bailey as she was going to bounce off those ropes and gain some momentum. 22 seconds right now left on the clock until the next competitor comes out. Nia Jax now. Oh, another hip attack. And it looks like Bayley could be down for the count right now, but there is a different count as we go 3, 2, 1. Who is it? Naomi. Oh, not all right. So look what we got over here. We got Naomi taking out a kendo stick. And it's very much in line with her glow kind of neon color character. Bang. Bang again. And now, okay, now they're starting to get a tug of war. Now, all right. Your typical sleeper hold move there, and but also typically broken up by the Beast. Now Naomi. Naomi now kick to the gut to Nia. Nia. Ooh, nice drop kick there by Naomi. You can see Naomi hesitated for a moment because she was instinctively about to execute a pinfall. This is very, very unfamiliar for superstars who are trained. Oh! All right, and Naomi does the Naomi and Bayley look to team up and work together. Fantastic double team by Bayley and Naomi. Looks like somebody's chanting. Looks like the crowd is chanting "Happy Birthday" to somebody. Wonder whose birthday it is. All right, now Nia Jax has taken a toilet seat and cover and now forcing it into the face of Naomi. Looking at the 4 other women that are back in the cage. Or they're back in the cage. With that toilet seat by Naomi, and then Jax into the second turnbuckle. Face first goes Jax. All right, and what's happening here? Okay, so now Naomi's put the toilet seat around Nia Jax, and now she's giving shades of her father-in-law, Rikishi, with that stink face, and it looks like Nia is Naomi rather was down for the count. And the next one. Oh! And now next one coming up is Candice LeRae just forces her way out of the faces cage. You can't get along with your teammates inside Wargames. You don't have a chance. Now Candice LeRae introducing some ladders, just some chairs at the moment, but who knows? Maybe she would introduce the ladder. Steel chairs into the ring, which Nia Jax is using now on Bayley and Naomi. And now just Nia Jax swinging at her opponents. And the restraint they think that Nia Jax has been employing tonight is a lot better than what she had going for her a year ago or two. Double chairs, Bayley and Naomi able to fight back. 2-on-2 for now. Bayley's team gets the advantage again in less than 3 minutes. Naomi and Bayley working together, attempting to
Ken Nia behind the steel chair at the turnbuckle.
Ooh.
Candice LeRae. Oh, Naomi face first off the steel chair.
Steel chair utilized expertly by Candice LeRae. And calling the crowd crybabies. Buck 34 left. Now mark 1 minute 30 seconds until we get to know who comes in next. Oh! Now that's actually really cool. So what had happened was Candice set up 2 chairs, laid out Naomi on them like as she was a table, and then decided to drop kick, or at least drop the leg on the both of them, and it didn't budge. Or the moonsault happened by Solo Sokoa or somebody. Didn't budge, but certainly that budged. Raquel Rodriguez used as a human table across those 2 chairs. And now we've got the other fiery redhead on the cast. Oh, Candice got face first into the steel chairs, and now Bailey taking care of business with Nia Jax there. Bailey is, yep. I thought Bailey was actually going to take those chairs and actually whoop someone with them. Nia picking up Bailey. And now she is laid out upon. Oh, what a moonsault! Moonsault by Candice LeRae. It looked like from the angle, from the Wile E. Coyote cam, she might have not gotten all of it, but that's not the story that they're going to run. But the story of who's running down to the ring right now is Bianca Belair looking for weapons, looking for stuff that she could use to hold a guy. Ooh. Oh, Bianca taking out a fire extinguisher now. It reminds me, I need to get another fire extinguisher. Mine expired a while ago. Uh-oh, here we go now. Bianca bringing up the tables, much to Vancouver's delight. Now the question is, one person going to put that in without assistance? No, because guess what? We've got assistance here. It is Naomi setting things up. Ooh, and Bianca Belair taking the steel chair to the back of minute and 40 seconds left. Candice LeRae on the shoulders now of Bianca Belair. Bianca, counters it and drives Candice's face into the turnbuckle. At least it's not exposed, so she'll be recovering a little bit sooner. But most of the action is on the other side. Oh, nice drop kick there and a kip up. And now Candice and Naomi going for the 10 punches. And they just keep stomping away until, well.
Remember, Bailey is in this matchup because of the attack on Jade Cargill.
Listen to Michael Cole, what he's got to say right now. But there's 19 seconds left until the next competitor comes down for their chance on The Price is Right. It's Tiffy time. Tiffany Stratton, Miss Money in the Bank, now making her way. Well, she was about to make her way to the ring, but she's going underneath and taking out a trash can. She's also taking out the trash can lid. And now, yeah, Bianca now holding back. And Naomi rather, and Bianca holding back. Oh, tried to go. We're gonna miss there. Oh, didn't this time. Tiffany Stratton getting a couple of good blows there with that garbage can lid onto Naomi and Tiffy time. Cartwheel, cartwheel. Now Tiffy shot out the catapult, and now a clothesline. A little slow there by Nia Jax as Bailey had to wait to react to whatever Nia was doing. But right now, that's not the story, as they've got an opponent each and slamming right into the Irish whipping both Naomi and Bailey into each other. And now, oh, the nice pin there, broken up by Nia Jackson. Her drop and her dropping the leg. Oh, what was that? I gotta see that again.
Maneuver the Samoan drop with a neck breaker from Stratton. Executing a reversal that maybe isn't the best at the. Again, Nia. Otherwise, the chair. Naomi, though, able to
so
and intercept Nia now. Oh, right to the midsection of Jax.
Naomi now taking down Tiffany and Bailey through the steel chairs that were in her hands. And now Candice being picked up by Bianca. And now taking things down like anything.
18 seconds to the next competitor is released. Into the Morgan structures barely drops Tiffany in the face.
Now here comes the next entrance into the Survivor Series Wargames match. And it's going to be from the faces. Who's it going to be? It's going to be Io. Io Sky running down the ramp to the ring. Well, to ringside, rather, looking for more weapons. Weapons that are good for her to use. I wonder what those are. Ooh, look at that. The trash bin is in your typical Joker colors, blue, yellow, and black. Now, wow, Io is going to actually climb the cage and into the ring with that garbage can that's painted purple and green and orange and blue. Oh, wow, look at that. Candice up at the top, kneeling at the top of the steel. Candice LeRae nearly there at the bottom. Who will stand and who will fall? Uh-oh, is this a super duperplex coming up here from Candice? Uh-oh. Not enough strength in that. And now, sunset flip. Io almost going to go for the sunset flip powerbomb, but Candice held on for dear life, and thank God that she did, because that was a really high height in order to do it. It's probably the same amount of height that Edge felt. Oh, great drop kick and kip up, double kip up by Io Sky, and now Tiffany Stratton with her eyes on the prize tries to take down Io. Io blocking the clothesline. Io again. An opening bridge. An opening bridge. What am I talking about? That doesn't even make sense musically. And two athletic competitors in Bailey and Tiffany Stratton are all together. Oh, and Io with the hardest steel chest shot of the night over here onto the back of Sydney Zrimsrill. Wait, that's not her. Sydney is what's her face from Alpha Academy. Oh, and Nia Jax taking down her woman from behind, Io Sky, and she is sprawled all over the floor, holding her sternum. And now, fourth competitor for the heels comes out and is Rhea Ripley. And here we go. Let's see what we got here to acknowledge. And now, checking out right now with Raquel Rodriguez looking for some sort of weapons or something, just can't seem to find it. So she's going to have to go in there by herself without anything. And now picking up Raquel. Oh. Neutralized by Bianca Belair. Certainly the power advantage once again. And now double team now by Bailey and Bianca onto Rhea Ripley. And Nia Jax wants to get in on the fun as well. It pushes away very enigmatically Liv Morgan for president or for whatever election that she's going to be in. Not wait to get into this ring. She'll be the next entrant and give her team the advantage of 5 on 4 for 2 minutes. Oh, let's see. Minute 30 till the next entrant. So Raquel is taken out by Rhea. And now we've got Raquel on the bottom, on the top right of your screen. Power bombing Io Sky. Double stack destruction by Jackson Rodriguez. And Bianca Belair's team has been laid to waste. So yeah, just right. Oh my gosh, power bombs onto the, putting your opponent onto the backs of the other. That can't hurt. That can't be good. Hopefully they do have chiropractic benefits. 10 seconds now until the next entrance into the War Games operation. And it's going to be Mommy. And now Rhea Ripley struggling to get trying to get that steel table or the wooden table in the ring, and now just takes out. Oh, another drop kick here by. Now back and forth between Rhea Ripley.
Meanwhile, Bailey and Io Sky and Bianca try to make it to the seat. Looks like Io had
Okay, Bailey and Io Sky out of commission for a few minutes, so they were able to get a power bomb in. But as West Liv Morgan is the only one left in the cage there, and every other competitor is strewn about the ring.
You can see Liv Morgan staring up the giant video boards, realizing that the tides are beginning to turn in this matchup. Liv's team is no longer in charge.
Let's see.
And now Rhea Ripley with a look.
And now look at that. We got toilet paraphernalia being thrown about. A boa, a fake boa, and a kendo stick from Candice to Io rather. Oh, big boot. Naomi with the bulldog. Can she capitalize? And Ripley and Rhea Ripley standing tall and standing strong. 15 seconds until the next entrance of the Royal Rumble comes in. And there it is. There she is. It is Liv Morgan, who looks like she's scared. She's scared to face mommy. Also, this is pretty daunting. Two rings side by side like that. And St. Louis move bullies at St. Louis. Oh, and Candice LeRae is walking away from her team. Wait, nope, she didn't. She didn't forfeit. Baseball bat, a Christmas themed baseball bat here. So mommy looks smiling in anticipation. Well, looks like what all Liv Morgan got for Christmas was a wooden bat. And now all the competitors are in event are now in, and it is time for the War Games. Now Rhea Ripley taking off the mask, and now Ripley right hand to the back of and the sternum of and now it's looks like we've got one woman, Rhea Ripley, up with the three faces. We know the wrestling so well. And Liv Morgan just pounding away with that baseball bat onto mommy.
Rhea Ripley being mugged by Team Morgan. And now Candice LeRae trying to... Yes. Oh, my.
And now all the... And it looks like Candice LeRae and Shine Bomb are taking themselves out of the or have taken themselves out of the picture by having to hold on to those ring posts. Those
chaos in rings right now. Bailey once again
How's my device not plugged in? Oh, that's why. My device isn't plugged in. There we go. I think we're good now with this. Now we're in right now on the stream. You're watching Survivor Series Watch Along with me. And now just the sea of humanity in that one ring there. Liv. Oh, wow. Jumping off of that second rope into a code breaker on Naomi. And here comes Bailey. Oh! Sunset flip powerbomb into the turnbuckle. And now picking up. And Samoan drop. There's the cover. There's two. And Bailey kicks out. That actually reminded me just of the way that SmackDown ended or Raw ended before Survivor Series 2001, when all of the top stars of the industry were doing a 5-on-5 straight up match. And after the match ended due to shenanigans and DQs, well, basically it was just it was finishing move after finishing move after finishing move all around until we got to Stone Cold and The Rock, who of course had their story continue from WrestleMania 17. But look at where Tiffany Stratton is up top, not to mention Io Sky. We've known the Io Sky for how long, doing those garbage can dives off of the top of the War Games cell structure. And there it goes again. Oh! A moonsault by Io Sky off the top, and a swanton by Tiffany Stratton at the same time. Everybody down, everybody out. But Io Sky, look at Io. And of course, Io Sky has one of the greatest moonsaults. And of course, Tiffany Stratton has the prettiest moonsault ever. But this time she didn't do the moonsault. She actually did that. She actually swantoned. And in the trash can that Tiffany Stratton's looking at right now, taking out some ropes, taking out his pouch of some sort. That probably has tacks. What do we got? Oh, it's the Money in the Bank briefcase. The Money in the Bank briefcase. Nia Jax is in the middle of the ring, along with Liv Morgan, and Tiffany Stratton has the choice. She's got an embarrassment of riches right now. She can cash in, pin one of these two women. And now Raquel Rodriguez. And now the Io Sky with a fire extinguisher and repelling everybody away. Raquel Rodriguez locked by Rhea Ripley onto the turnbuckle ropes with the handcuffs. And now, oh, wow. And Nia Jax coming right in and shoulder tackling Mommy, taking out as well Io Sky. And I don't think Nia Jax knew that Tiffany Stratton was thinking of cashing in over there. The table right now continue. All right, so they're pushing the table from the left, the ring on the left of your screen to the right of your screen. And Vancouver saying we want tables. I don't blame them. Tiffany trying to set up that table. Candice LeRae going up top to the top rope with I believe that's Bianca Belair. Bianca lifting her up onto her shoulders, though. Candice LeRae looking at the Wile E. Coyote cam. Oh! Wow. That something happened there, but let's look what happened as well. So trying to Bianca Belair tried to drop Candice on her face onto the turnbuckle, but leg drop there. There's the cover. There's two. Interrupted by both Bayley and Io Sky, both kind of doing damage control themselves. And looks like something might be cooking between Bayley and Io right now. Something's cooking between these two. And now Nia Jax takes out both members of Damage Control, at least both former teammates in Damage Control. And the WWE Women's Champion now taking Belair by the hair. And now using Belair's hair as a whip, whipping her on her back. Wow. And now, oh no. Michael Cole and I just said, oh no, at the same time. We say, great men think alike. Here comes Nia Jax. The Annihilator, aka the Bonsai Drop from Yokozuna, could try to take out Bianca Belair, who's on that table. However, Bianca able to get herself to and get off the table. Now, Bianca, Naomi lifting up Nia Jax. Nia Jax, power bomb through the table. There's the cover. One, no. And Liv Morgan, the Women's World Champion, interrupting that count there with that baseball bat. Bianca taking, intercepting the baseball bat. Now it's in her hands. Nope, she wrestled it away. And now the chair giving chase to Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan running, but now Raquel Rodriguez still with a lot of reach there. Did the big boot taking out her opponent. And now we've got, the Oblivion Liv with the cover onto Bayley. And Mommy laying the hands onto Liv Morgan and a headbutt by Mommy. Picking up Liv. Rodriguez takes it, saving Liv right now, but not. Codebreaker with the chair onto Mommy with the injured orbital bone. And now Mommy being mounted, not mounted, or being pushed onto that table set up on the first War Games ring. Liv Morgan going up to the top rope. Rhea, however, able to roll away from the table and now trying to get control as Rhea now getting onto that second rope. Third rope now. Both women, Liv and Rhea, now on the third rope, and both of them are trying to at least kick now, but Liv Morgan with a series of kicks onto Mommy, and tried to finish her off there. Mommy, however, stopped the Oblivion, and now a headbutt. Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley from the top rope. Here we go. Riptide from the top rope. A super Riptide onto the table. 2. It's 3. It's over. Rhea Ripley wins the War Games match for her team by pinning her rival, the Women's World Champion. Liv Morgan, what a finish to that match as Mommy kissing that table. And, I have to correct myself. I do have to correct myself. Mommy actually did take off the mask, so it looks like she's actually doing fine right now, but she's still got all of that like Batman type face makeup on this on in front of her eyes, looking like she's wearing some sort of blindfold or like over her eyes. But the faces win this one. Rhea, Bayley, Io Sky jumping into Rhea Ripley's arms. And now all 5 women now linking hands, linking arms, raising hands in victory. Bianca holding up her hair along with Naomi. But here's some highlights over here. Moonsault with the trash can on Io Sky as per her tradition. Swanton by Tiffany Stratton, and now Io Sky using that fire extinguisher to clear away people from to keep what's her name, Tiffany Stratton away. The double power bomb by Bianca and by Naomi to no avail because Liv Morgan was able to interrupt the count. Liv Morgan, oh wow, with the Oblivion, with the chair in hand, Bailey taken out that way. Rhea, however, interrupts the count, and then from the top rope, Riptide onto the table. Very, very well done there by both women, especially Liv Morgan, who put herself in the right position in order to make sure that bump was as safe as possible. And now all 5 women ascending to the top of the steel cage structure over the second War Games, the stage, or the camera right, hard camera right War Games ring. And all 5 victorious, climbing the top of the mountain. Good match to start it off over here. And let's see what's happening with WWE Shop and with Jey Uso wearing some vintage Jordans. By the way, I was over at Agent Court Mall, not Agent Court Mall, so Woodside Square Mall over in Scarborough, and they've got this what do they got? And they've got this new discount shoe store over there, and there are a couple of knockoff classic 1984 Jordans for $45, and they're doing a 2-for-1 sale right now. So it'd be kind of interesting if I actually picked up the 35% site wide for everything right now on WWE Shop. But yeah, I'm thinking of getting those vintage 1984 Jordans. Of course, they're going to be knockoffs. So I mean, I've never really owned Jordans. I've owned, the closest I've gotten to Jordans were these knockoff Nike pumps from the Philippines. They didn't even have Nike pump, the word pump on it, but they did have that little air cushiony thingy to pump air into the shoe, and it actually had the Jumpman logo on the sole of the shoe. But before I continue that, tickets are on sale this Friday. The pre-sale is this coming Wednesday for Saturday, March 1, Elimination Chamber in the Rogers Centre, the Sky Dome, Toronto, Ontario, Canada, for the first WWE PLE pay-per-view, whatever your nomenclature is, since at the Rogers Centre Sky Dome since WrestleMania 18, Rock versus Hogan, Triple H versus Chris Jericho for the Undisputed Championship, and the Dudley Boys and Stacy Keibler jamming out to Saliva's Get the Tables. First Survivor Series, November 26, 1987, the second longest premium live event pay-per-view behind WrestleMania, and Vancouver got it right now. Congratulations to everybody who's able to go to Vancouver and able to get there, and now going to be experiencing the match for the United States Championship. It is Shinsuke Nakamura skipping the line to join into this matchup with one L.A. Knight. Yeah. Oops, sorry. Yeah, there we go. And that match is coming up next. Here comes the montage. L.A. Knight has been one of the consistent stars ever since he dropped the Max Dupree gimmick and the Maximum Male Models, and has now returned to his LA Knight gimmick. He has consistently not just been one of the rising stars of WWE, but also consistently to be one of the best, most entertaining, and the most engaging stars that WWE has seen so far over these past couple of years. And LA Knight, the way he just orates his promos, sounding like a little bit of The Rock, sounding like a little bit of Stone Cold Steve Austin, and somehow making it all his own. So good on LA Knight, but it might be his night to lose the championship back over to Shin. And Shin, I believe, yesterday's SmackDown, that was the first time that Shin had ever wrestled in a WWE event in several years. And now he may walk out tonight with his with his part samurai, his part dark samurai / ninja / Luke Skywalker Return of the Jedi look. all he really needs is a lightsaber and maybe a kendo stick that lights up. I don't know, but I like this. So what's happening right now? You got Shinsuke Nakamura doing those promos, those produced promos. He says, "LA Knight, I have watched you and learned you better than you know yourself. You are riddled with insecurities. You begged them to chant your name." And this was played earlier this week, yes. "You begged them to chant your name with a growing aura of desperation. You lash out so they don't see how frightened you are. You lie at night, consumed with fear that everything you've obtained will slip through your fingers. Your fears are justified." And I love the art right now. The art that's on the screen, I don't know who did it. I think maybe Shin actually did it himself too. But this is the beginning of your end. And of course, LA Knight says, "Nah." And it's just showing last night on SmackDown after Shin's match. LA Knight tried to get to the ring to try to even up the score with Nakamura, but Nakamura prepared as always. And he says, "You've lost sight of it. You're nothing." He spit in the face with the green mist. Soon it'll be all over into the face of LA Knight, and you'll lose everything. So LA Knight did a pretty good job of selling that mist. And now, here we go. Shinsuke Nakamura going to be making his way to the ring first. And I love his evil theme. His evil theme is so good, honestly. And now he's even walking out here with a little bit of a cowboy hat on. And the silhouette, or sorry, the samurai hat, or the samurai headgear, looks like a traditional samurai headgear he's wearing. He is, yeah. And it's and the silhouette actually kind of made him look like Undertaker a little bit, which is actually pretty cool. Let's see if I get get a graphic on the screen here. And look over here, who is ready to, let's see if he's ready to go.
Just audio is ready to go. What's up, buddy?
There you
How's
go.
it going?
I'm gonna put the graphic up on the screen here. Big fan right now. As I said, big fan.
Of what?
I'm a big fan right now. Shinsuke Nakamura's new
tortured samurai,
kind of like evil theme.
He's got a little tortured samurai thing going on, right?
Oh, there you are. Okay, sorry, I didn't have I didn't have you in the right input. Hold on a second.
Sure.
Let's see. Default headphones. That's speakers. Let's see. Speakers. Realtek audio speakers. Speak, Chico?
Survivor Series.
Okay, so I'm hearing you on my computer.
Okay.
Why? Because I'm not plugged in. Now I can hear you on my speakers.
Oh, okay. Man, cool finish for the women's War Games match.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah, I guess it's kind of a match where it was a bunch of cobbled together random ingredients. You know, there were some stories, but it's not as focused as the Bloodline War Games match. So I guess that was the best way to end it. Yeah.
I guess so. Yeah, I would say I would say that. And I mean that spot there with Mommy taking out Liv, that was really 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 good. I love that.
Oh yeah, that's one of those. I guess you got to set the tone for the evening, and I think that was a pretty good way to kick things off.
Mm. And you hear the standing the ovation for LA Knight. It's they just show the decibel meter. I didn't get a read on that, so let me just rewind that for a second. Yeah. So Rogers Arena right now getting up to 90 decibels for his for on that pop for LA Knight just now.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got here. I'm just trying to put. I'm trying to put up the graphic of the matchup right now.
Cool. Well, I just wanted to kind of start checking in, but I'll see you again in a few minutes, maybe about 20 or
Okay.
so.
All right.
But I just wanted to say hi to the people because we are live watching Survivor Series, the second longest running premium live event in WWE history.
That is correct.
Thank you to Corey Graves for the reminder.
Yes.
Right. So I'm going to check in about 20 minutes or so. You guys have fun. I'll be back on at some point during the telecast.
Awesome. All right. See you in a bit.
Who won the championship back at WrestleMania, wanted to make sure that I gave Bayley her proper due in that past match. So this is for the United States title, first formed in 1974. The late great Harley Race, the first United States champion. Dozens of WWE Hall of Famers have held the title over the years. So tonight, LA Knight defends against a former three-time IWGP champion, 2018 Royal Rumble winner, two-time NXT champion.
Let's see. How can I get that?
Shinsuke Nakamura. So what does Knight have to do to keep the title tonight, Corey? LA Knight needs to stick to his guns. LA Knight needs to stay on his game, which in the early moments of this matchup is not the case. LA Knight needs to find his rhythm, settle into a groove, and do what he does best. And again, Shinsuke.
Here I am trying to like play around with this stuff.
Knight's got to be thinking about that. Got to be thinking this Nakamura somehow try to slip that in, avoid disqualification, and use that tonight. Definitely.
All right, let's see what we got.
SmackDown several weeks back. Nakamura claimed that he was frustrated at his place in WWE. He went away and did a lot of deep meditation. And while doing that meditation, it unlocked something in Shinsuke's mind that he had never experienced before. That's manifested itself. That's what we're seeing here now.
All right, there we go. Start as we're doing this right now. I'm going to start off. The match is starting up.
You can say you go away and you got to regroup and you got to find your place in WWE. You got to win, and you got to win the championship. That's what Nakamura needs to do here in Survivor Series. LA Knight cover. Well, thought he went for the cover, but he's just going to beat the hell out of him. This is what Knight needs right now.
I think that's.
LA Knight. Oh, nice suplex delivered to Nakamura. Knight delivered a well-placed elbow.
There we go. At least we know where we're at right now. Shinsuke Nakamura versus LA Knight. Yeah. So here we go. Back to the play-by-play here now. LA Knight is just stomping away a la Stone Cold Steve Austin on a Shinsuke Nakamura. Nakamura able to roll himself out of the ring, and now, oh. Wow, just drove his knees through the turnbuckle, through the ropes onto Shinsuke, who's over by the barrier and stanchions. Ooh, and just driving Shinsuke Nakamura and his face into the stanchions. Nakamura, however, not too phased at the moment now, throwing LA Knight into the stanchions himself. And I don't know if that's already bleeding right now. if that's if that's blood or if that's just part of the makeup of Shinsuke Nakamura going into this matchup. But he looks like he looks a little bloody right now as LA Knight just going driving the head over and over again of Shinsuke Nakamura onto the apron, and one more time for good measure. Nakamura not looking too good right now, while LA Knight looks like the fresher of them, of the two of them. Oh, and nice left hand there by Shinsuke Nakamura. Irish whips in there. Oh, nice counter with the with the right boot from LA Knight. LA Knight mounting Nakamura onto that top rope. LA Knight with an elbow onto the back of Shinsuke Nakamura, who was strewn over that top turnbuckle, and getting that elbow over to the back of the neck. Now Shinsuke, nice double counter there. Nice counter there by Shinsuke. Who looked like LA Knight was going for the German suplex, but Shin able to counter things. And now Shinsuke, drop kick to the head of a kneeling down LA Knight. And here comes the cover. And it's only a 2 count. But Shinsuke Nakamura, let's look what happened over here. Look at that. Looks like he swung and missed with the pump handle and then followed it up with a back elbow. So LA Knight nearly went down for the count for that one. And another forearm there. Survivor Series Wargames post-show is going to be following on the main event, which is going to be the men's Wargames. And now it is LA Knight's turn to be strewn on the top turnbuckle. And now after that flurry of offense there by Shinsuke Nakamura, LA Knight has to roll out of the ring. And let's see what I can do.
He's been a fighting champion. Held open challenges against a number of people in Friday Night SmackDown. Make no mistake about it, LA Knight is proud to and Shinsuke, remember the top rope Knight buys himself some time. LA Knight is proud to be your United States champion. LA Knight wants to follow in the footsteps of the greatest United States champions that there's ever been. John Cena, for example, these open challenges. Unfortunately, not everybody is. DDT, net for the cover to retain the title. Kick out 2 by Nakamura. This is where Knight can't allow himself to get frustrated.
There we go. That's just tweaking things as we go along over here. I haven't played around with StreamYard for a while, yet I'm paying like $125 a month for it. Oh, wow. Beautiful move by LA Knight. It looks like it was a torture rack and dropping him. And it looked like it looked like one of those reverse DVDs, basically. Burning Hammer is what's called. And there's the cover. There's 2 and the kick out by Shin. But LA Knight's the one who has all the momentum right now. Your referee in this matchup is Ryan Tran. But in WWE, his WWE name is Brian Nguyen. Ryan Tran is, I believe, his real name. Oh, Knight hopping up onto the top rope. Shinsuke getting out of it, though, and takes and trips up Knight, who lands awkwardly on that top rope. And now Shin trying to get LA Knight up to that top rope. And now LA Knight with the back elbows. Back elbows now. Shin goes down. Shin. Oh, big kick to the back of the head while LA Knight was sitting on that turnbuckle. And now Shinsuke Nakamura might be able to get that superplex of some sort. Knight taken up to the top rope. Here we go. And Shin. Oh! taking LA Knight all the way 180 degrees. There's the cover, and not enough to keep the champion down. Wow. Look at that. He went belly to back suplex at LA Knight, landing on his front instead of his back. So he got like a 200. So LA Knight's back, LA Knight's body turning 270 degrees before hitting the mat. And now Shinsuke looking for the Kinshasa. Oh, out of the way. Very nice move there. Nice counter by Knight to get momentum. And now LA Knight up on the second rope, looking for the crowd to chant his name. LA Knight. Yeah. And drops the elbow. And LA Knight is now looking to end things over here. Wanting to go for the BFT. And Nakamura rolling outside of the first ring, the first ring, which is hard cam left, and onto that steel connector between the two. And now Shinsuke looking to suplex him, countered by Knight. Knight up. Oh, Nakamura's connected with the eyes now. Oh, Nakamura. Oh! Reverse DDT by Nakamura. Knight landing awkwardly on his back and the back of his head onto that steel that steel connector platform between the two War Games rings. And now, and of course, that's technically outside of the ring. Nice makeup there by Shin. Oh, Kinshasa. Is this going to be it? Is this over? There's one. There's two. And that's it. Shinsuke Nakamura is the champion. Shinsuke Nakamura, now United States champion, as Jose and I predicted at our Survivor Series War Games preview last Wednesday on Saga 960 AM and on Thursday 3 p.m. at YouTube. Also, if you missed any of that, you can always watch it on YouTube, or you can download the podcast version from your favorite podcatcher. We're on Spotify, we're on iHeart, we're on Google Podcasts, we are on Apple Podcasts. And that's that reverse DDT kind of deal that and the Kinshasa were the things that spelled disaster and doom for the title reign of one LA Knight. Yeah. And now the Evil Samurai is your new United States champion. And after this with LA Knight, who knows where he's going to be? Maybe he'll find some sort of other storyline that's out that doesn't need the title, but maybe he'll get to the world title picture sometime in the near future. Now on the screen we've got Alpha Academy with Tozawa and Maxine Dupree backstage here, and I think they're waiting on Otis. There it's an ad for True Classic t-shirts.
It's super, super soft and incredibly comfortable. Here, give it to him. Love it. Otis.
Looks like Maxine is going. Looks like Maxine is doing the Maximum Male Models thing again.
You see when you look good, you feel good. No, let me just find you some pants.
Okay. And now it's Otis running around, of course. Apparently Otis not wearing pants. Of course, it's an ad, so that's not actually happening in the canon of WWE. Thank you so much to everybody who's tuning in right now. This is the Survivor Series 2024 Watch Along with Ringside Heat. I'm Lex Tan, host and producer of the show. Make sure you listen to Ringside Heat, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts. Follow us on all of your social media at Ringside_Heat. Follow us as well. Follow me rather as well at Lex Tan Media. And of course, you can tune in to our first run broadcast episodes on Saga 960 AM, 2 p.m. Wednesdays. So, hey, we are daytime programming now, 2 p.m. Wednesdays, and as well Sunday nights at 7 p.m. We will be repeating this past Wednesday's AEW Full Gear review on the radio because we are going to be doing our WWE Survivor Series 2024 the review for this next coming Wednesday, which will be the date of December the 4th. And let's add Chico to the stage. I'm gonna add him to the new layout as well. So give me a second, Chico. I'll add you into the new layout here that I'm putting up.
Audio's good though. Just audio's fine.
Awesome. Well, in the meantime, let's do this first. There we go. Chico is on.
Yeah. I'm not quite where I need to be yet to join you consistently, but I just had to chime in. What a finish! What the?
Mm-hmm.
Man, you know what? I'll be honest with you, man. When I was thinking about the fact that the U.S. Championship was on the card, I kind of remembered how the past few months, I've forgotten for periods of time that LA Knight was the U.S. champion.
Oh, really?
Which is fine. Like I had to kind of struggle to remember that, like who the U.S. champ is, because there was other stuff going on, and also the women getting new mid card titles or workhorse titles. So there's other things going on, and I knew LA Knight was the United States champion, and it's still kind of a little surreal that it's past tense. But I mean, and I love the victory he had over Logan Paul. That felt really good. But it hasn't always had the luster that I was hoping for. Now I understand it's the middle of the card, but he got his first title victory as a singles competitor on the main roster, so that's fine for LA Knight. But I think this was the right call because Shinsuke is coming back. They're trying to push him a little bit stronger. And he's had a pretty good couple of weeks back. So to me, this makes sense. Not every title reign needs to be a year long or, months long or whatever it is. Like I think LA Knight's had a good first solo run, and he can be back on the chase, and he can kind of get it back at some point.
Oh, for sure. And one thing about this as well is that, as you said, it doesn't these reigns don't have to be too long per se, right? The reigns don't have to be the reigns don't necessarily have to be too long. In fact, LA Knight's the kind of guy who probably could stand to have a shorter title reign a la The Rock, because you know how The Rock didn't want to be always holding the title. He wanted the title, but he didn't want to be holding it way too long, basically. And he didn't want to be Superman. He didn't want Superman Cena booking either. So credit to him for that. But it's good to see that we can actually get some shorter title reigns here and have some variety, at least with the mid card, in this sense.
Yeah. We've had a couple of longer ones like this past year, I think. I mean, Liv's had it for months. Naya's had it for just a couple months, but it's feeling a little lengthy at this point for me. I mean, we could have seen a women's title cash in at some point tonight, but I think the right things happened in that first match in terms of not cashing in and, Rhea sort of quote unquote sending the people home happy. So, yeah, but it was a little surprising that LA Knight lost his title, but to me, I'll be perfectly honest with you. As we were leading up to that match, um, I was kind of fighting myself on this, but I actually wanted Shinsuke to get the title.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was surprised at myself.
And you know what? It's and you know what? It wouldn't be, it wouldn't be shocking for you to be surprised about that, honestly, because I mean, like story wise, yeah, yeah, it totally makes a lot of sense that you would want to have somebody new in somebody new like Shinsuke in the title picture there. And if anybody was going to beat him, it's got to be LA Knight. Sorry, if anybody was going to beat LA Knight, Shinsuke would be a good person to beat him.
Yeah, yeah. Pardon the use of.
Right now on the screens, if you're not, if you're watching along with us with your WWE Network account, because I'm watching with the I'm watching with the WWE Network account. Well, not my WWE Network account, because that's that thing. It is thanks to Jose thanks to Jose, who is in Vancouver right now and not using his account at the moment, that I'm able to watch the show. So, well, here we go. It is half the time I hear. And that's the thing. I've always known Ludwig Kaiser as Ludwig Kaiser, but I haven't been able to. But for whatever reason, I don't know why I'm tending to call him Marcel Bartel right now. And I know, I know that was his former ring name in NXT. But Mr. Tiffany Stratton over here, for whatever reason, I don't know why. It's like because I knew him first as Ludwig Kaiser, and I only learned Marcel Bartel. Maybe it's the rhyming of his name. It's just more catchier than Ludwig Kaiser. However, Ludwig Kaiser works perfect for his character. And now Adam Pearce showing that he is just exasperated with them and puts all three of those men, Ludwig Kaiser, Sheamus, and Braun Breaker, as a triple threat match for the Intercontinental Championship. And this one is probably going to be a banger. There you go. And now the absolute veteran of this match over here for sure, Sheamus with Shillelagh in hand, looking to have a banger and a banger and after banger after banger. And this is Sheamus entering the ring, seeking his first career Intercontinental Championship, which is the only championship he hasn't won in WWE yet. But at the same time, he's just because he doesn't have a Grand Slam championship, because he doesn't have that Intercontinental Championship yet, title reign yet. Just because of that, he isn't. It's not. He's not a failure by any sense. And the referee of the match is going to be Eddie Orengo. And he's the one that's wearing the ref cam at the moment. So apparently we'll be able to see what the ring and what the match looks like every now and then from Eddie Orengo's eyes. And now Ludwig Kaiser making his way in. And I think that's what. Now I remember when Triple H was talking about the smaller Trons that he used for that he used for WWE SmackDown and for WWE the SmackDown before WrestleMania and the Raw after WrestleMania. And he said something about he's probably going to use those Trons a little bit more for these big shows, or for I guess in the future. Now, mostly they've been using the big Trons and the big stage and everything, but it's really nice to have when you want to have lots of people, when you want to pack that extra amount of people into the arena to watch your product. Yeah, having those the smaller Trons strewn about the audience area and not this giganto stage, that actually does help quite a bit with ticket sales and all that. It's not, but again, it's not like WWE is like hungering or lacking for ticket sales. It's just it's just really cool, honestly, just that to see that, and there's a demand to have WWE as part of your experience for the year. So it is great that this is that we have this. So we got three men in the ring right now: Ludwig Kaiser, Sheamus, and referee Eddie Orengo. And now entering the ring, second generation Rex Steiner. Braun Breaker, aka Bronson Steiner. And it's nice. I mean, here's the thing. Like, okay, that's one thing that I love to say is that, like, yes, I know that he is Bronson Steiner. At least in the Indies, he went more. He went by his family's wrestling name. We got Scott Steiner, we got Rick Steiner, and now Braun Steiner, and that's cool and everything. I'm glad that he's not that we. I'm glad that we as wrestling fans know him as a Steiner, but I also like the fact that he's not being called Steiner because he's not necessarily. It's like the thing is, you don't think necessarily at first that he's under the shadow of his famous father and his famous uncle. So I like this that he's able to be his own man in that sort of way and be his own wrestler that in that way. But now here we go. Braun Breaker, Sheamus, Ludwig Kaiser, triple threat match, Intercontinental Championship on the line here. It is going to be a classic. And that's the thing. Colin has also said in the past that triple threats can be quite the kerfuffle. Of course, we use more colorful language than kerfuffle. But as you see, Ludwig Kaiser ducking out of the ring first and outside, and letting Braun Breaker take out the Celtic Warrior Sheamus. And now Sheamus countering right hands and right forearms to Steiner, Breaker rather. Oh, and telegraphed that one over there. Did Breaker? However, nice nice over the shoulder belly to belly suplex there, one-handed belly to belly. Now here comes Ludwig Kaiser with a chair, swing and a miss. Steiner, look at that speed on that guy, and just takes him out with a little bit with a clothesline. And that's the thing. Think about that. Braun Breaker runs the ropes at 23 miles per hour. Insane. Sheamus now with Steiner. I mean, Braun Breaker. Again, I'm saying I should say Braun Breaker, not Steiner. Oh, nice. Nice backbreaker there by Sheamus. Sheamus going up. Oh, another backbreaker. Second backbreaker in a row. And now trying to go for a power bomb at least. And now, ow. Kaiser just mule kicking. And now nice drop kick there by Kaiser onto Braun Breaker. Now he's the man that's standing tall while the other two are down and out at the moment. Kaiser looks like he's got that chair once more. And now again, this is a triple threat match. First fall wins, no disqualifications. And now Kaiser wedging the steel chair between the top and the second turnbuckle. And now look at that. Steiner and Sheamus staring him down. And now both men taking forearms one after the other onto Marcel Bartel. Nice clothesline there by Sheamus into the corner. Now Ludwig, nearly was able to counter that by stopping a slide, but now nice clothesline, and now down and out of the ring onto the apron goes Ludwig Kaiser. Now, wanted to go for the 10 punches, but Braun Breaker interrupting things and taking out Sheamus in the process. Breaker looks like he's poised and ready to uncoil onto Ludwig Kaiser. Oh, wait, no. Kaiser baseball slid himself into Braun Breaker's face. He wanted to run that train on a Sheamus. And now they're going now. Oh, wow. Braun Breaker flying in out of nowhere on a Ludwig Kaiser in front of those Prime bottles. All those bottles of Prime. Nice belly to belly suplex there by Breaker. But look at that. That flying shoulder tackle. Couldn't see that coming if you're watching it on TV. But it was awesome, though. And I'm sure it looked awesome, just as awesome for those people in the arena right now at Rogers Arena.
He's seeing the entire game board for what it is. Breaker's a prodigy.
And now Sheamus with some forearms onto Breaker. Breaker trying to tackle him. He does a little bit awkwardly, but now just forearms going ground and pound on the outside. And referee Eddie can't really say much and do much right now until somebody gets back on the ring. There are no DQs in this match of all matches, a triple threat. And now Breaker kick to the gut of Sheamus by the turnbuckle. Kick to the gut of Sheamus once more. And now the dogs are barking out there for Braun Breaker. Sheamus trying to get himself away from Breaker. Now Sheamus with those right hands intercepted now and countered by Braun Breaker. Breaker, driving the knee into the gut and sending Sheamus flying about 180 degrees once more. And now shades of his Uncle Scott. After that pin, he does the push-ups like his Uncle Scott used to. And you know what? Maybe Uncle Scott does it. Is able to as well. He might actually be able to.
Here comes Sheamus. Breaker just stopped it in his tracks. Sheamus Kaiser with an opening and striking. Here we go. I can watch Kaiser and Sheamus fight all night. Oh, you may have to because this match may go all night.
And just more shenanigans going on over here. So I just wanted to put the Survivor Series match logo or match graphic on. Breaker from the apron, double clothesline, taking both three men, both opponents, all three men over the announce table and into the seated area of the announcers. Cole and Graves obviously out of the way there, but then wow, the kind of the kind of power that Braun Breaker is able to generate from just his legs alone, and the kind of momentum that he sent himself and his opponents to. Wow. And now Ludwig Kaiser and Braun Breaker after Sheamus has been taken out. Oh, look at that. Uh-oh. Countered by Kaiser. Oh, and Kaiser throwing, literally throwing his opponent, Braun Breaker, into those steel steps. And see what's behind with Sheamus. Sheamus has Bartel in his hands, and there we go with the 10 forearms. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And now swing and a miss by Braun. And now Sheamus gets to do the same thing to Braun with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now goes down. Now down goes Breaker in a heap as everybody in the WWE universe around Sheamus giving him some congratulations here. Sheamus on top of that stanchion and clotheslines both Ludwig Kaiser and Braun Breaker onto the outside. But now Sheamus has got to get one of these men in the ring to pin. If he even did enough to take out either Ludwig Kaiser. And now Kaiser rolling himself out the ring into the timekeeper's area, at least near the timekeeper's area. And the shillelagh wrestled out of the hands of Ludwig, and now clothesline with the shillelagh to the outside on the other side of the stanchion, and Sheamus standing tall. But look who just got back in the ring. It is Braun Breaker, and Sheamus knows that he has still quite the mountain to climb. Just because you took out Ludwig Kaiser doesn't mean that Braun Breaker isn't equally or more dangerous than Ludwig Kaiser. I'd like to think more dangerous. And now, here we go. And now just both men exchanging right hands a la hockey fight. Oh, and Sheamus dropping Braun Breaker and his midsection onto the turnbuckle and the ropes. But now look at this. Uh-oh. Celtic Cross. Crucifix power bomb. The Celtic Cross. Could it be enough with 2, 3? No. And look at that. Beautiful, beautiful, and safe. But Sheamus still hasn't won yet. So he's picked up Braun Breaker. Uh-oh. Sheamus tried to go up to that second rope there, but Braun able to find his way out. Sheamus now with the right hand to the face. And now, uh-oh. Frankensteiner by Bronson Steiner. Dogs barking now. Here we go. Oh! Spear into a bro kick. There's 2. Oh! And just in time, Ludwig Kaiser brilliantly pulls referee Eddie out of the ring just as he was about to count 3. Sheamus 1/4 of a second away from becoming a Grand Slam champion with the Intercontinental Championship. But as it goes, the match continues. Oh, the shillelagh. Oh, just ravaging its owner, Sheamus. And Kaiser looking like an infuriated Stone Cold Steve Austin, taking out The Rock with a steel chair in WrestleMania 17, except it's even worse. It's with a shillelagh that's Sheamus owns himself, and there are no DQs in this matchup. The shillelagh and the shillelagh. Well, where is that? Oh, bro kick to the face, not just at the end of the, and now through. Oh, the bro kick connected not just with the foot, but also with the shillelagh to the face of Ludwig Kaiser. Both actually it was the no, it was the bro kick connecting with Kaiser, but Kaiser connecting with the shillelagh on Sheamus's face. Both men down in a heap, and Ludwig Kaiser was the one who was underneath the pin and had no choice but to come to quickly and and kick out. Looked like he was just working on instinct, but now Sheamus back to at least halfway onto his feet. And Ludwig Kaiser playing possum. Rolling senton by Ludwig Kaiser. Braun Breaker down. Sheamus, worse for the wear. And now Sheamus picking up Ludwig. Oh, knocks him into, knocks his hand in now. Oh. Looks like a bit of an eye on a hurricane. Oh, spear! A spear by Braun Breaker. Ludwig Kaiser is out. And now Braun Breaker with his attentions to Sheamus. Braun Breaker poised, ready to uncoil once Sheamus gets to his feet. Already took and now a spear. This could be it. Braun Breaker could retain the championship, and he does. And Braun Breaker is still your WWE Intercontinental Champion, pinning the veteran Sheamus to take the victory. Thank you to all 92. Coco Collect says 10 beats times 2 yeet. To all 92 viewers who either tuned in or are tuned in right now, thank you so much for joining us here on X and on Ringside Heat's YouTube page. And they're all on X. Okay. Well, behind the scenes stuff. I know. But 92 viewers on X right now. Not bad. Oh, but then that's where the beginning of the end was, when Kaiser just knocked the shillelagh into Sheamus, into his ribs, and you heard that as well, so hard. Sheamus nearly just won that match out of default, I guess, if you'd say. Beautiful spear there by Braun Breaker, and now Breaker real one of the second, I guess, spear into the victory. Congratulations to Braun Breaker, but a good match there between Ludwig and Sheamus. So good so far. Do you think Sheamus will ever get that IC title? I think he will eventually get that IC title. They got. I would say maybe if he gets it anytime soon, I'd like to see it maybe at the Royal Rumble. But that actually could be a good WrestleMania story, a real good mid card WrestleMania story going in. And he doesn't even have to hold the title for that long. He should. I think he has earned the opportunity to become a Grand Slam champion. Of course, Of course, there are a lot of other people who have become Grand Slam champions, like the Miz, um, equally deserving, of course. And now there's an advert for the 30 men and 30 women Royal Rumble matches this coming January.
Begins at the Rumble. WWE Royal Rumble, Saturday, February 1st. Streaming exclusively on Peacock. Next Saturday. Every second counts.
And next Saturday is going to be the NXT show. NXT Deadline from Minneapolis this coming Sunday. What a great division they have over in NXT as well. Great growing division and athleticism, characters. They're doing very, very well. I am happy. I'm very happy for them. But next Saturday for WWE Deadline in Minneapolis, Minnesota at the Armory. That's going to be where you can see WWE Deadline. And I believe the NXT talents will be there next week.
828 WWE fans on hand here tonight. And while we're at it, I'm going to send a very special thank you to Black Sabbath. Well, we'll get to that in one moment because we do want to tell everyone, Corey, that this is the third WWE.
So this is the third WWE. What did it say? Third WWE Premium Live event emanating from Vancouver. Third time Survivor Series taking place in Canada. Yep, we did have Survivor Series here in Toronto back, I believe, in 2015 or 2016. I didn't go to Survivor Series then. Some of the best women right now are in the industry are on NXT. Indeed. You got Rox, you got Cora, you got Julia. So many, a lot of great talent in NXT right now. So the future of the WWE seems to be really, really good right now. I just and that's the thing is that's the other part of it. When let's say this was maybe even back in the 80s or the 90s, the turnover rate for WWE superstars would be so much that it would be easy to get the next person from the mid card all the way up to the talent. Stephanie Vaquer, that's right, I forgot about her. And Zarya, formerly Delta, also two of the best women in the industry right now, along with the names I've already mentioned. Next match coming up is the Ring versus the Streets. Gunther putting up the World Heavyweight Championship on the line against Kofi Kingston. Easy. For those of you who are watching me yawn a little bit, it's not because I'm not enjoying the show. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night, admittedly. I have to wake up at 5:30 in the morning because I have to run the Saturday morning live show over at Saga 960 called the Greg Carrasco Show. That's me and Greg Carrasco. Greg Carrasco, the host, and then me, who is producing and also co-hosting as well on Saga 960 AM. And I had a work. I worked out pretty hard last night as well because I've got like soreness up in these muscles right now and the shoulders and everything. So just trying to stretch it out a little bit, maybe get a little bit of a protein shake later on. But yeah, it's been I thought the workout would actually like make me fall asleep, but unfortunately not. I didn't get to fall asleep from the from the workout. I actually stayed up until like 3:00 in the 3:30 in the morning, and I just couldn't. I was like lying in bed, just like Brian Wilson did. No, just kidding. For those of you who are Bare Naked Ladies fans, you get that reference. Gunther against Damian Priest. I'm sorry. Yes, I'm sorry. Gunther. I was mistaken. Gunther going up against Damian Priest Again, ring versus streets. So they've done a good job of making Damian Priest look like an equal to Gunther, but I think Gunther's going to take this one tonight. But I'm not sure what I'm really not sure what Damian is going to do if he loses this matchup. Then again, I don't know what he's going to do if he does if he does regain his championship back and become a 2-time world champion. Yep, that's right. Back last Monday night on Raw, they had their little they had their little standoff and everything, and it looked like it really did look like Gunther had the upper hand there, but the segment ended with a power bomb through the table to the announce table in particular, and Damian Priest using the cane flames as part of his entrance video now. And Coco says, "Think we see Goldberg tonight to mess with Gunther?" Well, I don't know. Maybe it, honestly, it would honestly be kind of interesting because I have gone through the last few years of Ringside Heat, basically feeling like Goldberg. You say his name 3 times and he'll appear, but not in the good way that Joe Henry would. It is the way the Beetlejuice would appear. Goldberg tonight to mess with Gunther. They did have a confrontation. Yes, they did have a confrontation a few weeks ago. I mean, it wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility, especially if he's supposed to drop the title tonight back over to Damian Priest, so that frees him up in terms of their story. And Damian Priest lost his world title at SummerSlam. 4 months as champion, not bad at all. And then Goldberg announced on TV that he's made a deal with WWE to have a retirement match in 2025, which Michael acknowledged on TV as well. That is correct. Goldberg announcing on TV that he's made a deal. And here comes Ludwig Kaiser with the oh, sorry, not Ludwig Kaiser. What am I talking about? It's Gunther. Ring General. World Heavyweight Championship around his waist. Goldberg Gunther at SummerSlam next year. Interesting thought. Plays it a little bit long term, yeah, because Goldberg would be scheduled for 2025. Currently 119 days in this reign as World Heavyweight Champion, 3rd title defense, 43-3 record at the moment since 2022, I believe it said. Yep. 43-3 record in singles matches since April 2022.
check in with our ring announcer, Alicia Taylor.
And Alicia Taylor going to make the official announcement. Japanese ring announcements right now. That's something I learned from Andrew Love. This style is called the Japanese ring announcer, ring announcement. Certainly a mixed reaction from the crowd here for Damien. Gunther holding up the World Heavyweight Championship upside down. I know RV Sanchez, Chico's cousin, would definitely complain about that. I can hear him in my head right now complaining about the upside down championship. But the referee in the matchup right now is the one that's holding up correctly. And tonight, the championship on the line.
That the perception of Gunther from the rest of the locker room has changed. Maybe Gunther has lost his.
And here we go. 1-on-1 matchup now for the World Heavyweight Championship. Gunther, the ring general. Damien Priest, straight from the streets. Both gingerly walking around the ring with each other.
When Gunther is able to dictate the terms of the matchup, he is unstoppable. That's what Gunther's going to do. It may take a few minutes. He wants to get the pace that makes him comfortable.
And now they finally lock up again. Now that it starts off with Gunther trying to apply a some sort of a head or chin lock over here, knocking him down to the ground over here. And oh, look at that, Damien Priest arm drag. Nice scissors there by Gunther. Another arm drag, a la Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. And now using this, stretching out the arm just a little bit. And he knows that as a WWE superstar, you can take that. That's not that is absolutely no pain, or at least they view that pain as good pain. Chico says, "Yeah, RV hates that upside down belt hold." Swing and a miss there by Gunther on the forearm. Swing and a miss by Damien Priest on that tornado kick. He does have, and so that's something I did not know. Not Sheamus, but what's his face? Yeah, Damien Priest.
Since arriving on the scene in WWE, as this man began, Gunther shocked by Sami Zayn back at WrestleMania, and of course Cody Rhodes winning the first ever Crown Jewel Championship earlier this month in Riyadh.
And now Gunther into the corner here, and the referee has no choice but to get Damien Priest to back away. And now Gunther taking control of the matchup.
It will be physical. But I think Damien Priest understands what he is dealing with. Oh, big shoulder tackle.
Nice shoulder tackle there by Mr. Streets.
Something so difficult to do that Gunther does continue mind games throughout the match. During the match, both guys will be there talking, play their mind games until the opening bell, and then you move on with your strategy. Gunther never stops. While he's punishing you physically, he's berating you emotionally and mentally. Oh, so far. Priest with a couple of kicks and another one. Priest utilizing his long reach. Whoa.
All right, so Damian Priest now taking control of Gunther here. Into the turnbuckle goes. And now that's Gunther.
His shoulder gave out a bit there. We saw perhaps tweaking on the shoulder tackle earlier on in this match. And Corey, you being an athlete, being a former wrestler, sometimes when you tweak something early, it just gets worse as we go along. For sure, and it's scary. Maybe
Priest is looks like he's favoring that left shoulder of his, but now that is something that Gunther will take advantage of as he kicks the hand and the arm of Damian Priest. Now Gunther, slamming Damian Priest into the stanchion right beside the Intercontinental Championship platform.
Masterful waiting game we just witnessed. Waiting until the slightest showed itself, revealed itself. Gunther didn't force anything. He saw Priest's shoulder was bothering him, and now he's tapping.
All right, so Gunther resetting the count here. Damian over by the ring number 2. And still favoring that shoulder, aggravated by the latest offense, supplied rather by Gunther. And West turn. All right. Gunther in control of the matchup right now. Let's look right now.
Gunther doesn't take it personally. He knows how good he is. Gunther knows how talented he is. It's a bonus for him when he gets that angry fans. We love to shut the crowd down, take them out of the game, not allow them to help rally a guy like Priest. Gunther said on a number of occasions, even during that big rivalry with Cody Rhodes, but he didn't give a damn about it. It's not about pleasing them, it's about personal success. But I think it's cool to see a type of end game from Gunther when he riles up the WWE Universe almost to give a false sense of hope to his opponent and the fans before shutting them down. Because Gunther enjoys it. Look at this hammerlock. And now the back shoulder delivering the knee. Priest is writhing in pain. You can hear it agonizing here. It's not hard to break it.
Damian Priest now being controlled heavily there by Gunther as he's taking a slow time over here. A little bit more methodical approach at the moment.
And again, the momentary hesitation with the initial shoulder tackle caused Damian Priest. Priest just didn't feel right, and Gunther sensed it. Zoomed in on it, and here we are. Well, this could lead to a disastrous injury. Gunther continues this assault on the shoulder of Damian Priest. This has been a dissection. And now there's a chop. The first one the match connects. And it drops Damian to his feet. Those chops are absolutely wicked. It will drive all of the breath out of your lungs. Sting like the day is long. Look at this.
All right, there's a nice this behind the back hold. So we got Damian Priest being that kind of like a shoulder stretch, backward shoulder stretch, shoulder blade stretch of some sort. And now Priest is trying to get himself away from all of this, and now Priest with the forearm. and just trying to like get those forearms to do anything to take Gunther down. Gunther, however, and now just it's hard to like to do it on your own sometimes, you know. I mean, like if I was at an actual wrestling show and I was calling this match live, it'd be easy for me to just riff to riff. As it is right now, I apologize for those who are watching right now, and getting a little bit of dead air here. That's what you get. This is kind of what you get when you get 2 hours of sleep and need coffee. But the stream started. I can't get coffee right now because I can't leave you.
And then, like you said, back in the line. Again, bad left shoulder of Priest.
Oh, now we've got slaps, just straight up slaps now from Damian Priest. And of course, it's Gunther who's known for the slaps. But now Damian over here with a head of steam, jumping elbow. And now here's the cover, the pin, and Gunther able to kick himself out of that. It looks like he was looking for a rock bottom, but he just but he did the inverted way and getting Gunther to go face first into the mat. And now Damian Priest winding up, trying to go for that discus clothesline almost. And now Gunther able to intercept. Going for a power bomb, countered. Damian Priest into the power bomb position, lifting it up. Gunther, no, turning it around, and now wrestling and trying to like get to the left arm, and now a triangle choke by Damian Priest. Damian Priest could get Gunther to tap out to the triangle choke. We saw The Undertaker make a good submission move out of this one, and Damian Priest may be his protege, but now Gunther, being the veteran and the ring general that he is, super kick by Priest. And now Priest trying to lift up Gunther and trying to go for the Razor's Edge, but he can't do it. The left arm gave away, and now Gunther now locking Damian Priest into a sleeper. And just enough to get into a power bomb, gets him, rolls him up, stacks him up, but no. Damian Priest able to kick himself out with whatever he has left. I don't know what he has left, but he's got something. Let's get that
this match progresses, the more and more confident the champion becomes. Great spin up there with the right hand. Gunther took a little bit too much time.
Let's get that graphic on the screen.
Looking for a home run, looking for a Hail Mary pass here in this match. Somehow do something to keep Gunther down for 3 and get out of here with a championship. And your arm's still intact.
So right now we've got Damian Priest right on top of trying to get that top rope. Try to go for the Frankensteiner, and he hits it. He hits the Frankensteiner on Gunther. Damian Priest lifting him up. Razor's Edge. Got him. But will that be enough? Here's the cover. Here's 2. And Gunther kicking right out. at the count of 2.75, and that might have been Damian Priest's last chance in this matchup. And Damian Priest on that cover, he only was able to get that hook the leg and just that left half of Gunther's body around the 2 count, and it left the right half of Gunther's body free in order to kick out. So the matchup continues, but again, that might be the last best chance for Damian Priest right now to win the World Heavyweight Championship back from Gunther. South of Heaven, he's waiting, going for that South of Heaven choke slam, raises him up. Gunther grabbing the right arm. Oh, and a slap right back, going for the choke slam again. Oh, couldn't get it for the second time. And now locking in a Kimura. The Kimura lock by Gunther, and Priest looking like he might have to tap out over here. And now Gunther now kicking the better arm and holding it in place. Damian Priest not giving up though, but he looks like he's fading. Damian Priest, however, with all of his might, trying to find a way to go through to stomach the pain, and now he reaches out for the turnbuckle, the rope rather, and now Gunther has to break that hold up, but the damage has been done. Even more damage with that Kimura to that left arm of Damian Priest. And now the doubts. Look at the doubt on the close-up right now. The doubt on the face of Gunther. The doubt on the face of Gunther right now. Is evident. There we go. I've been trying to get that graphic up. Right now, not bad of a time. Right now, we're 8:18 p.m. In the on the east end. A clothesline by Gunther onto Damian Priest. Damian Priest lying spread eagle on the ground. And now Gunther trying to go for that last clothesline. Oh! Gigantic clothesline by Damian Priest. Both men ravaged. Worse for the wear. And now Damian Priest by the ropes. Gunther on all fours. Here we go. And there's that huge clothesline bouncing off that bouncing off those ropes. Here's the cover. There's 2 for the championship. No. Maybe that was Damian Priest's last best chance to win the championship. All right, so Gunther grabbing the turnbuckle, grabbing the rope rather, and now Damian Priest was laid out on that top rope at the turn. Priest with the choke, but now Gunther able to get out of it, and now Gunther trying to set up for a superplex here. Gunther now up to the 3rd rope. Damian Priest, however, holding on for dear life. And now throwing Gunther off the top, but now Damian Priest himself falling from the top rope all the way down to the floor on the outside of the ring. And the referee checking up over here. that might not have been part of the plan there. You can hear the crowd chanting that there might have been a mistake. But look, what's happening here? Finn Balor, coup de grace. The coup de grace by Finn Balor. And now Gunther with a big boot to Finn. And now Damian Priest now being picked up by Gunther, brought into the ring, rolled in there. Gunther coming in, trying to get that power bomb, lifting a Priest. Down he goes. Doesn't go for the stack, but now just keeping on working on that left arm and that left pec, and now the arm again into the submission. And is that going to be enough to take Damian Priest out of the picture? Priest, he looks like he's fading, eyes closed. And that's it. That's it. Priest is out. Gunther retains the championship. Exhausting match for both of these men. They gave it their all, but in the end, it was Finn Balor who made the difference by turning on his Judgment Day brother, or his former Judgment Day brother. I mean, Damian Priest hasn't been part of the Judgment Day of Finn Balor for a long time, but there you go. We still have Finn Balor still getting involved. But man, what a kick to that left arm. Trying to get that choke slam did Priest, but because he was partly because he was hurting, and because Gunther was able to grab the arm, and you saw that it looked like it may have looked like that where Gunther was thrown from the top rope onto the mat, and then Damian kind of took a little bit of a tumble from the top rope himself, trying to hang on to and then just get going down in a heap to the outside. That probably looked like a mistake, but all in all, because that set up Finn Balor to get the coup de grace on the outside. And as a result of that, you got Gunther being able to take over that momentum for the final time in the matchup and retain that WWE World Heavyweight Championship. And now looks like WWE in this moment is advertising their championship, their sports championship titles. Right now, remember, WWE Shop 35% off site-wide tonight. Of course, they don't need the plug. But let's see right now. shop.wwe.com. Saturday night's main event coming back. We got 3 hours and 34 minutes and counting down left in this offer. 35% off with Belt 25 as your promo code. So December 14th, back in Long Island at the Nassau Veteran Memorial Coliseum, the former home of the New York Islanders. That is going to be where Saturday night's main event is going to emanate from, and it's going to be for the WWE Championship. It is going to be Kevin Owens versus Cody Rhodes, and we might actually see Cody Rhodes and his reign end at Saturday night's main event, along with the Women's Championship tournament, which will be culminating there. But Cody putting up the undisputed championship against Kevin Owens. Title belts. Oh, let's look at that. We've got a CM Punk Spinner Championship. I'm not sure how you feel about that, but then he did hold the Spinner Championship. That was the main title design. For whatever reason, Vince McMahon didn't want to drop it. I guess he was always expecting John Cena to get back, but look at that, $314 with the promo code for the WWE Championship Belt 25. And if I shop that WWE, that's WWEshop.com. Let's see WWE Shop Canada with Belt 25. Let's see how much that would cost for a 2014 WWE Championship, the one that Roman Reigns held before the titles were merged into the gold. In the gold backing championship. Right now, the replica belt is $700 Canadian, $490 for the John Cena Spinner Championship. The commemorative title, $270 with the promo code. And here's Daisy. I call that championship Daisy in honor of Daniel Bryan, who when he trashed the belt in order to get the Eco Championship going, he called the leather championship Daisy because that was the skin of a cow. And I remember, I say this every time. I love it when the crowd chanted, "Thank you, Daisy," because really, thank you, Daisy. $441 before taxes and shipping. Let's say price locked in with the Belt 25 code. And if I were to pay for that right now, I would. Title 35 is the code right now for this WWE Shop Canada discount, 35% off the regular title, but then with after the promo code, with the shipping, with the handling. Let's see what we got here. The shipping and the handling, it comes out to $630. So I don't think I will be able to afford that at the moment. So, well, too bad for me, I guess. Let's see who is here. Let's add this man to the stage.
Coming strong, so beneficial. CM Punk, best in the world. Solo Sikoa. Chocolate Cheek University.
There you go.
Good morning.
Hello. And right now on the screen we've got the new bloodline introducing themselves. Tamatonga, Tongaloa. Big Bronson Reed, aka Thick Boy. That's right. It is the 1 year anniversary.
Clearly love Solo.
Jacob Fatu winning the match yesterday on SmackDown for the advantage here in the War Games. Let's get that. Let's get the graphic over on the screen. Bloodline.
Can you hear me? By the way.
Yeah, I can. I can hear you.
Okay, cool. Cool. I'm doubtful about my internet, but
well, right now you're cutting in and out with yours.
Yeah, I'm getting that on my end too. Still the same right now? On and off?
Sorry. It's well, you're.
Yeah.
I can see you. You're very blurred right now, but at least it's a little bit stable right now. Bloodline Civil War.
How are you feeling, man? Survivor Series. Hard to
So
survive.
far, so good. Trying to do it on 2 hours of sleep without any coffee, but now this is the main event. Now this is the main event. It's like if I do the coffee right now, I won't be able to sleep again at the end of the night. So
This is true. This is true.
now here's a question for you, Chico. Do you think do you think
Mhm.
The Rock comes? Do you think The Rock comes in and makes an appearance, kind of like the way CM Punk did last year?
Oh, I think something needs to happen. Well, maybe or maybe not needs to happen because I mean, you got to think about it this way too. They have a few shows where they need big things, right? January 6th, Netflix debut,
Mm-hmm.
like, you know, but maybe tonight, tonight The Rock shows up.
It'd be interesting to see. I mean, like, and The Rock doesn't have to do anything. Just like just kind of like last time he was around. Just shows up with the title with the People's Championship belt. Poses, lets the crowd lets the crowd go crazy, and then walks away. Here. Oh yes, let's have this discussion. We were having this discussion earlier. What they're showing right now is the conversation between Roman Reigns and CM Punk with Paul Heyman in tow. We were talking about it on the phone earlier before we got on the air that how produced it was and how it sort of took you out of the reality of the moment.
Hey, can I try to? I'm gonna try switching connections here for a second because I have two different things going on.
Okay.
If I flip it around, I might get a better result on the stream. So give me a minute here. I'm trying to watch with one and stream with the other. So hold that thought. Ask me again in a minute. Hold on.
Alrighty then. There was another thought I had in mind when you said that, but when you said what you just said, but I'm gonna leave that for the. I'm gonna leave that because this is a PG show, people. Bloodline Civil War Survivor Series 2024. Why is it so hard to find a graphic for that?
Every 3 minutes, alternating members come out. Once all the competitors enter, the match begins. Continuing via pinfall or submission.
All right, you get me?
I still am, yes. Yeah, you're there. And now,
Okay.
sorry. So now on the screen right now, the new Bloodline entering the ring with Solo Sikoa leading the way with the Ulafala around his chest, around his neck rather, and followed by the Tongans, Jacob Fatu, and Big Bronson Reed. Now, here's the question that we were talking about earlier today before we got on the air because part of the montage featured the Roman Reigns CM Punk conversation with Paul Heyman in tow. And of course, we know that CM Punk, he's there doing the favor for Paul Heyman, but then now because of this is happening, Paul Heyman's going to be owing a favor to CM Punk. So, but the way you described how you felt watching it, you said something about that it was that it's something took you out of the moment a little bit.
Yeah, so I just felt like the sit down between Punk and Roman just felt just a touch overproduced, and what I meant by that was there's too much soundtrack going on, like musical soundtrack. I liked it anyway. It reminded me of Lucha Underground. And what they had started to do that wasn't very common at the time in pro wrestling, other than say maybe in TNA, they were doing the broken mat stuff. And
Yep.
a lot of that had to do with Jeremy Borash back then. And no doubt in my mind that the person leading the production for that Punk Roman sit down was probably Borash himself, because he's been in the company for a few years now, and I know he's responsible for a lot of the cinematic content. So it's probably directly because Borash is in there, but I just felt like it had too much musical swells, and it took me out of it a little bit. It like I already knew it was pre-taped, so yeah, it was really good still because it's Punk and Roman, but I don't know that I liked that 100%. It was really good because of them and Heyman. But I could do without that kind of level of production in the future.
Right. We got a shot of Tamatanga going Spider-Man on those on that cage over there just earlier.
Well, I guess I got only one thing to say. Yeah.
All right, here comes Sammy Uso in his third War Games match.
Already?
And he's apparently he's won both. He's been on the winning team both other times. Last year's the best ending was when Sammy turned on Kevin Owens and sacrificed them to the bloodline in order to ingratiate himself to Roman Reigns, the tribal chief.
Because Sammy's got on some red tights, kind of like the previous Bloodline War Games match that he was part of.
And here's Jimmy Uso with this is different from the music. This is different from the music that he was using last year, wasn't it?
I'm not sure. I don't think I'm fully caught up to your part of the stream here.
Okay. Well, when
I'm still at Sammy entering.
Yeah. So Jimmy's right now Jimmy's coming out. Just came out. From Gorilla.
Yep.
And so yeah, I'm wondering if, because I think this is different. I think it's different music. Now we're on Punk making his way out. Everybody in the arena standing up for this, as so they should.
To answer your question, I think that the theme music that Jimmy Uso used has been his singles theme song since he had that feud with Jay.
CM Punk already. Oh, where's the feed? Something that. Oh, there it is. We're back. But CM Punk started taunting the new Bloodline members who were trapped in the waiting cage.
So of course, last night on SmackDown, we had Jacob Fatu getting the 1-2-3 via an amazing moonsault against Jey Uso, I believe. So they have the advantage, does the new Bloodline, in this match. So I guess they're going to be the first ones to let somebody out of their cage into the big cage.
Hey, where's Jim? Where's Jay? Is Jay coming out with Roman?
He's coming.
Because we're already on Roman's intro.
Oh, I'm not. This just means that Jay will be the first representative of the OG Bloodline.
Right?
Because somebody's got to start in the.
Oh wow! Hold on a second.
War Games.
There we go. Raise them ones to the sky. Acknowledge your tribal chief.
My stream is at the OTC drum beats. And now the choir. Where's it at for you?
Roman is currently raising his one to the sky and looking directly at Solo in the cage.
Dang, man, you're a little bit
And-
ahead of me. I'm kind of jealous.
Did you get my message?
I haven't seen the Raven yet with your message.
And now Roman raising his
Now
hands
he's
out.
raising his one to the sky.
Yep.
Looking
Or
at
actually,
Solo in the cage.
actually, hands out, arms and hands outstretched.
Okay. Well, let me catch up to you in a minute. Let me just try something.
Let's not forget, Punk said, I'm in this for one night.
Ooh, little tension over here as to who's going to go into the cage first between CM Punk and Roman. Roman goes in first, followed by Sammy, and Jay will be as well in that cage. Kind of fun actually being in that cage.
The shark cage.
Yep. Which they featured at WrestleMania World. Or sorry, WWE World at WrestleMania.
WWE World. That's right. That's right.
Sammy Uso, y'all. And now you can hear the yeets. Yep, 17,000 in the arena. Going yeet. Oh, nice! They're doing a continuous shot from the foyer, going into the arena, up the stairs. Gotta love all of that HDMI wire. That's a lot of wire.
Yeah, man. It would help if I entered the password correctly, right?
Yes, it would. CM Punk doing pull-ups over in the shark cage. $17,000 people doing the yeet dance with Jay.
So, who would you say is your provider if you had to choose one?
God is my provider. No.
I mean, I would acknowledge your answer, but I would have to say Roger. I'm logging in. I need to know more.
Oh, let's see.
This is live, folks. Got it. Oh my goodness. I have to I guess can't get in that either. I don't know if I can, man.
Let's see.
Yeah, no, I don't think I can.
Interesting. Okay. Well, switch back to the other stream. Let me find out how I could do. Let me find out what to do.
Are you using a?
Oh, yep.
Not the official. Thank you, Corbin.
Okay, sending you the second part of this message.
Oh, for goodness sakes. Okay, all right. I was just about to go back in the other thing.
Let's see where you at. You at?
Dang it.
All right, there we go. There we go. Second half.
Completely unpredictable, unhinged, as you like to use. Tomatonga is a threat to anyone he's in any ring with, let alone the Wargames cage. I don't think he's
And here we go. It is Jey Uso
Tomatonga is incredibly cerebral.
with Tomatonga, and now they're on the second on the right side ring. Right now, and they're still keeping that. They're keeping that straight line over here. Now, knowing the little that I know about actually getting in the ring and before getting into the collar level tie up, they're still they're still doing the proper four corners over here. Tonga right by the turnbuckle, Jay and actually starting to crawl toward going on all fours and crawling as he's trying to make his first move against Jay. Now here we go, and now they just start trading right hand over right hand over right hand. And now Jay getting the upper hand early on over here. Nice leapfrog there by Jay. Uppercut there onto Tomatonga. Tonga reeling and sent into the turnbuckle. And here goes Jay. Nice combination there. Forearm and then spinning heel kick.
Dream.
Sliding clothesline by Tomatonga. Tonga trying to quiet the crowd.
So confused.
2 minutes and 30 seconds until the next member of the bloodline, the new bloodline, enters the ring. But now, nice pickup there by Tomatonga into a nice body slam in the middle of the ring. So there's a dueling chant of Sammy Uso and CM Punk as Tomatonga has Jay had ground and pounded Jay a little bit there. Jay lying down in the middle of the ring, and now sliding into the middle there is Tomatonga. Tonga.
Oh, and nice over the rope, kind of like Eddie.
Yeah, very much. I believe we're synced.
Just about. Give me a second.
Chico and his Jacob Fatu impression. Thank you to all the 104 people that are tuning in right now. I believe all of you are from X, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, y'all watching on X. And there's Tomatonga eagerly anticipating the next member of his bloodline there. Oh, and what the heck? And Tomatonga went for the pin.
That was a Tomatonga impression, by the way.
Yes, but he just went for the he just went for the pin, but there's no referee to count the pin.
Yeah, the match doesn't officially start till all 5 competitors from both teams are in
the crowd's giving it to
the
Tomatonga right now.
structure. So I think Tomatonga is a little off his rocker.
Yep. Nice counter there by Jay off the clothesline, and now spinning toe kick, trying to get momentum back. Trying to get people to forget that Tomatonga screwed up on that one.
Oh, that's right.
And Jay, hip
An
attack
old
there.
Rikishi butt face.
Yep. And it is going to be opening up to reveal who is going to be out there next. It's Bronson
Oh.
Reed.
Big Bronson Reed
Mm-hmm.
from Tsunami State.
Wholeheartedly agree with you, Cole. This man is the heavy artillery, the hired gun of the new bloodline. Big
Bronson Reed now getting a couple of 2 chairs already. 4 chairs. 6 chairs.
Oh my.
Oh, Jay just throwing chairs into the face of Bronson. Oh, it just slaps him. The third. Wow, just slapping that chair away is Bronson Reed. But now we got Jay, some right hands. And now just the nice
Ooh, runs
counter
right
there.
into the brick wall from down under.
I remember
This
one of the early
Australian
episodes.
hoss is cleaning house and mopping the floor, Jay.
I remember a couple of years ago in our first year of Ringside Heat, we were lamenting that he was one of the he was one of the layoffs during the pandemic. Oh,
Can you repeat that?
that he was that hold on a second. And just Bronson Reed just dropping Tamatonga onto Jay and then just sentoning himself onto Jay himself. So yeah, lots of humanity. But I remember in our first year of Ringside Heat, we got 1 minute and 20 seconds before we got the next. We got one of the OG bloodline out. But then we were lamenting about the layoffs WWE during the pandemic, and you lamented that Bronson Reed was one of them. And now look at him now, alongside the
now he's back and he's one of the best bad guys.
Mm-hmm. The hired gun. Yes, he's the hired gun, but like he's in the major storyline right now.
That's right. And if you take a sort of a big picture look at Bronson Reed's year, and it's been a really good one for him.
Mm-hmm. And now here's Bronson Reed, now Irish whipping Tamatonga, flying right into Jay. 19 seconds, and then here comes Bronson Reed splashing himself, or at least launching himself into Jay. 8, 7, and it looks like Jimmy's going to be coming out here to back up his brother. He's the one who wants to be in line right now, and he does, and he's out. Here we go. We can get kicks in stereo without having them be overdone. You hear me, Nick, and you hear me? You hear me, Jackson Brothers?
Big Jim.
There you go. There you go. Look at that. Super kick in stereo. Uppercuts in stereo. I think this might be the first time. Yes. Oh, wow. Launched himself and just spun around in the air, and now look at that. Jimmy the one. How, honestly, like, that's something that always confounds me. How does one launch yourself like that and just turn your body that many times in order to how does one just launch their body like that with that much torque? I love it. But it confounds me how it happens. And as Jay taking out minute 30 before the new bloodline comes out with the next competitor. But the twins have Tamatonga and Bronson Reed literally on the ropes at this time. as they're both going to go for 10 punches in stereo. And there you go. Uppercuts in stereo again. See, Jacksons, this is how this is how you do it as twins and not overdo it. 20 seconds until OG Bloodline, sorry, New Bloodline gets a new member.
Man, my home Wi-Fi sucks.
See, you know what? Go to coextra.com and see what and see how the prices and see how the
not
prices,
right now.
I know, but still, you should see if they actually reach and see the home price and see the prices. Now, Mr. I Love You Solo praying his way to the ring. Taking his time though, he's already used 10 seconds just to walk to the ring. He's a lot faster than that. He's lose at least 15 seconds only to be met by both Uso brothers. Well, sorry, both Uso twins rather. Uso means brother. Oh, Samoan drop there by Jay onto Jacob. But Jacob just kicks back up to his feet here very quickly. Oh, spinning elbow. My goodness. Jacob Fatu. Oh, and now Jacob Fatu, the one-man wrecking crew, doing taking out both twins. Headbutt there to Jay. And now Solo looks like he is nice and proud of his own bodyguard. He used to be Roman's bodyguard, but now we've got Jacob as the bodyguard for him. Buck 35 left until OG Bloodline gets one of their members in, and it could be Sammy Uso. Oh my goodness gracious. Jacob Fatu, the athleticism on this man. And now the three members of the New Bloodline, Tama Tonga, Bronson Reed, Jacob Fatu, focusing their efforts on Jimmy, wanting to take him out. And it looks like they want to go for a lifting him up, crucifix pit. Oh! Look at that. That was a yeah, what a triple team. That was they lifted Jay up crucifix style, and then Tama Tonga went from under, spun Jay around, and dropped them on the floor of the ring. But here comes in 10 seconds. In 10 seconds, it's either going to be Punk or it's going to be Sammy Uso. Who's it going to be? Uh-oh. Roman holding back Punk, and Sami Uso feeling a little bit awkward over here, but he leaves the cage, and there's got to be something brewing here between Roman and Phil, or Punk rather. And out goes Chico. And now, evening up the score is Sammy Uso going after Bronson Reed with the headbutt. Take him to the turnbuckle. Good back away there by Sammy, rolling himself away, early spinning himself away. And now we've got some right hands onto Bronson Reed, right by the turnbuckle. That's 7, 8, 9, 10, and just ground and pound, or at least, or just keep on the pounding over here as Bronson Reed goes down in that middle area between the two rings. And Sami Zayn getting a little bit of cardio using Bronson Reed as a treadmill. Sammy on the top rope, going up. Oh, and caught in midair by Jacob Fatu. And a super kick to Fatu from Jimmy Uso, rather. And now Jimmy. Look at Jimmy and look at Sammy. And oh, look at that. The old handshake. The old handshake. Great. And now we've got the Usos keeping Bronson Reed up in the corner there, along with Sammy. Look at that bloodline, that OG bloodline reunion here, as if nothing from the last couple of years happened. Here we go. Let's add Chico back onto the stream. And let's see if the connection is going to be any better. 15 seconds before the new bloodline makes its gets another member, and it's probably going to be Tongaloa. Oh, what a DDT there by Jacob Fatu. Tongaloa making his way. You can hear the boos.
And it is now 4-on-3 for the new bloodline.
And now Tongaloa looking for some help over here, and he gets the table. Well, that's one way to turn the boos into cheers. Get the tables.
Why does Jacob Fatu need a damn table? He doesn't. But I'm not entirely convinced that Jacob Fatu can win more games on his own.
Well, let's see. Chico says he has to restart his laptop. All right, and now we've got the Tongans focusing their efforts on Jay. Oh, and that's a nice Tongaloa with a clothesline on the Jay. Jay laid out right now. Bronson Reed in the second ring. And we're going to see if we can get Chico back in over here. And now, oh, big boot there by Big Bronson Reed as Jay was sitting in that chair in the middle there. And oh, Jimmy rather take it as a Jay. Camera shots are going too fast over here as Jacob Fatu and Bronson Reed focusing on one. Sammy Uso in an awkward position. Oh, and look at Jacob going up. Oh, wow. Bouncing off that top rope into a moonsault. Sorry, into a moonsault. Split-legged, almost a split-legged moonsault if you but not as split-legged as Rob Van Dam would have done it. But still, the fact that Jacob Fatu can do a move like that, the man of his size, wow. Ooh, slid right into
big man.
20 seconds before Punk comes out.
I take it you can hear me because you responded.
Yep, I can hear you.
Yeah. Can't see me, though. I don't think you put me on, but that's okay.
Oh, sorry. And there you're on now. Roman wanted to go out, but CM Punk just pushed him aside. And now you can see the animosity between Roman and Punk on Roman's face. Punk, however, taking all of 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Walked down to the ring pretty quickly, though, but then hanging out over there. Well, good reason he's hanging out on the outside because he's got the Tongans and the Australian waiting in the wings, ready to strike.
Roman's just like, okay.
And Punk, he's like, nah. Aha. Punk's got the toolbox. That's right. Oh, toolbox.
Boom.
Taking all 4 of the OG bloodline, of the new bloodline out there.
It's like New Coke. Nobody liked New Coke.
I don't remember. I know New Coke was around because I remember seeing cups that said Coke is it. But then when I started realizing things, they still had those cups because they didn't want to waste the cups. But
yeah,
they were selling Coca-Cola Classic at that point.
Yeah. Didn't last long, New Coke.
Do you remember what it tasted like?
No, I don't remember if we got it in the Philippines.
Bulldog onto the what the hell?
Oh,
Bulldog onto this toolbox, but no sell by Jacob Fatu. Who is this guy?
He's
I love you, Solo, praying. Oh, and an uppercut. Oh, catch Samoan drop. Geez, Solo, how does it feel to have been to see the enforcer role being done properly?
Mm-hmm. It is like that all of a sudden, isn't it?
Uh-huh. Now starting to get a little bit more chaotic here. We got competitors in both sides, in both rings right now. Most of them over in ring number 1, which I say which is hard cam left. And now Solo will be coming out in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. He has slimmed down though. He's still got the Umaga look, but he's like a little bit more toned.
Oh. What's he gonna do there? What's he staring at Big Bro for? AKA cousin. Or uncle? I get confused how these guys are connected.
Well, let's find out.
3 minutes till Roman gets to have his own day in the cage. Ooh, cage door right on Sami Zayn's noggin.
And also to Jimmy. So Jay.
Oh, that's Jay.
Yeah.
Oh, going for the trifecta. Yep. The chain being applied to the door, isn't it? There's the strategy. Oh, I thought he was going to lock themselves in so Roman can get in easily. All right, rotating Sambo suplex from Solo. Of course, a version of it becoming the rock bottom years ago.
situation, meaning that when Roman Reigns steps inside of the cage, the new bloodline can and will feast on the fallen OTC. And if you're Roman Reigns, what's going through your head right now? You see
Well,
it
I'm
all,
glad Tongaloa is not.
Ace of Power over. It already fell apart. It already fell apart.
Tungalo is not what?
And look
I'm
at
glad that Tongaloa is not botching any moves this evening.
Well, as a true. I mean, Tamatanga already kind of like took care of that in the first part when he tried to pin Jay. So, oh, and there you go. Look at that big splash there by Big Bronson Reed.
Not just any splash, dude. That's the tsunami.
Mm-hmm.
Solo Sikoa is of his army. Look at the athleticism of Jacob Fatu.
Regardless of what happens in this cage match, I think we get some seeds planted of Punk versus Seth tonight, is my guess.
Force of nature.
Mm-hmm.
Big Bronson Reed. Punk trying to stand up for himself, but he's about to walk into a 5-on-1 maul. Respect.
Oh,
Take one and start swinging, but this was always going to
what an ambush on the so-called best in the world.
decimated. All 5 members of the new bloodline on their feet. Roman Reigns will be entered into this match. The Wargames match will officially be.
Okay, so according to the Bloodline family tree, the Samoan Dynasty family tree that The Rock showed on WWE Raw earlier this year, earlier this year, Roman Reigns is the same, would be the same generation as Dwayne and Yokozuna, Rosie, and Jamal Umaga rather, and Solo. And Jonathan and Joshua, Jimmy and Jay, are the next generation.
Uncle Roman
Yeah, so yes, technically Uncle Roman.
and Uncle Dwayne.
Uh-huh.
Here comes the OG Tribal Chief. Of course, he's got a bit of a locked door situation to deal with. I guess he's going to have to descend from above because he can't get any out of the way. Key. Of course, that's how you would get in and unlock a cage door as such.
And there aren't like those and unlike the regular steel cage and the Hell in a Cell, there aren't any footholds within the meshing over there. So now Roman is actually climbing the cage, climbing the cage area, using his toes basically.
Who's going to count the pinfall though?
That's a great question.
Because, like, how are we going to actually start this match? Doesn't there need to be somebody to count in there?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Intercepted by Jacob. Oh. Oh, there's little nephew.
That's right. So low, going so high.
Uh-oh. Roman going off the top rope. Haven't seen this in a while. Oh, he takes everybody out.
There you go. Just got to that point. Good job, Roman. Ooh-ah.
Oh, Solo. Nice comeback there by Roman with the uppercut on a Solo, taking all 5 members of the new bloodline out.
Nice uppercut.
Huh, interesting. Nia Jax is technically Dwayne's aunt.
Oh my gosh. Well, guess that doesn't matter.
Yep, he's the because Joseph Joseph Fanene. Watch him, Nene. First cousin. He's the first cousin to Fanene Anderson, who is Peter Joseph Fanene is the first cousin of Peter Maivia.
Mm-hmm.
And so as a result, Nia Jax is the first cousin of Ada Maivia. And here comes the wise man. Looks like and look at that.
Oh, he's back into his regular setup, not the solo cosplay. Of course, they had to wait for Heyman to say this is War Games for the bell to ring.
And there he goes.
Alicia Taylor making the announcement.
And and now that the cage has been opened, referee Brian Wynn is in the ring. He's the one going to be counting the pinfall. Hey, here we go.
Punk may be thinking to himself, why do I get Jacob Fatu?
I'm the one most banged up out of all these guys.
Such a narrow place to meet each other in the middle.
Now the brothers working together.
Of course, Tongaloa with the world's most gentle headbutts.
Well, I mean, like The Rock also had the world's most gentlest sharpshooter, so yeah.
The loosest for sure. Not a very sharp, more like a dull shooter. Stereo splashes. Ooh, bless you. Would hate to be headbutted by that Jacob Fatu guy.
It's interesting. Oh, there's little Nature's in the in ring number 2.
Cool.
Interesting though. I find that like the previous matches were 4-on-4. Am I not? Am I correct?
I don't think it. Hold on. Let's think about this for a sec. You had the Usos. I'm just thinking about the Bloodlines previous one. The Usos, Sami Zayn, Roman Reigns. That would have been a 4-on-4, yeah.
Yeah, so it's what's interesting about that is let's see, Cody, Seth, Jay, Sammy, Randy defeated Damian Priest. Oh no,
yeah, that was last year's. That was last year's. 2022 though.
Yeah,
2022 is when the Bloodline was in there against KO and other people.
Right.
And the Brawling Brutes and KO versus the Bloodline.
Yes.
So yeah, 4-on-4 2 years ago.
2 years ago, Roman, Jay, Jimmy, Solo, and Sammy with.
Oh wait, Solo was there. 5-on-5.
Yeah, Sheamus, Ridge, Butch, Drew, and Kevin.
Drew was the 5th guy. Okay, yeah. So I guess it's been 5-on-5.
Yeah. So and I'm realizing though, it's just like, okay, maybe it's just because the men are
spear on Punk, huh? That's gonna plant some seeds.
DVD.
That's obsolete. But yes, the Death Valley driver. Oh, Jacob Fatu injure himself? What happened here?
He missed on the moonsault, and I'm pretty sure
he missed that flipping splash. Yeah. Hey, I don't know if you pointed this out earlier while I was trying to figure out what the internet is. Does Punk have maple leaves on his gear?
I haven't looked closely enough at his trunks. No, I won't be able to tell you. I mean, it would make sense, especially if
it was If so, I want that in an action figure. Let's do some plugs. Have you plugged Colin's stream for the weekend or what?
I did.
Let's do it again, man.
That's right. It is. Jacob, first of all, is limping. I don't know if that. So I don't know what that. I don't know what that means. Okay, it looks like they might be going. Roman with the low blow and a spear to Solo. Oh, big super kick.
Spear
by
to Solo.
Boy.
And a super kick.
Starting at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. Follow at Risen72 on YouTube and wherever he's streaming over there, and support his stream, his last stream of the year, 12-hour stream for Sick Kids and Extra Life.
And what games is he playing? He's playing Elden Ring again?
Yes.
Nice.
At look
Risen72.
At that.
Follow.
At Risen72. Yeah, but look what is imminent.
A big ass
Bronson Reed at the top of the cage. Wanted to splash Roman. Oh! Wow!
Yeah, you're getting it before me for sure. With the save. Very nice.
Yes. Wow. Animosity between CM Punk and Roman Reigns.
Put aside for a second.
Yep. And saves him. Almost a reversal of what Sami Uso did to earn the name Sami Uso. CM Punk ingratiating himself to the crowd as he usually will, but they were going to cheer for him anyway, no matter what.
Now he's ingratiating himself to the OTC, of course.
And now, look at that olive branch.
There you go,
extended.
hand up. Love it. They're doing it for the wise man.
If Jacob is actually injured, and that kind of tells me he's not really, but then he's selling really well. I'm very impressed the way he sells.
Well, he did that with his foot a few months ago, did he not?
Oh, Umaga Samoan spike.
Ooh. Well, I hope Jacob's not legitimately hurt, because that would be terrible. Sure is selling the heck out of it, though.
My stream is a little bit lagging right now. That might be on the network's end.
Yeah. Mine did too.
$1D. Missed that. Miss seeing that, honestly.
Oh, 1D. Yes, that's right. Of course, used with permission from the Dudley Boys, Bubba Ray and Devon, WWE Hall of Famers.
Mm-hmm. And why not?
Also because the Usos do what's called protecting the move. Like they don't do what's called prostituting finishing moves.
Ah, yes.
So
Spear.
They have earned it from the Dudley Boys.
Different from The Miz earning the figure 4 leg lock from Ric Flair.
Never been a huge Miz fan. I know. Yada, yada. He earned it at certain times. But he's right back to where he was before. I don't care about him right now.
Uh-oh.
Blue Thunderbomb.
Sammy telling him to go to the top, and he obliges. Jimmy.
Sammy telling Jimmy to go to the top, and now Jimmy obliges.
Let me back up a little bit here.
Now
see if I can
Jimmy standing up straight.
You. Off you go. Nice.
Jimmy looking around on my stream. And off he goes. That was great. A little callback.
Clean break on that table. Jeez.
Superfly. Heyman grinning with a pleased look on his face.
coming to Jimmy's aid. Dragging Jimmy back to his feet as well. The two long-time
Very nice. Sammy pulling up the brothers Uso.
Jay later on will become close to Sami Zayn.
And now the three Uso siblings, as they say, now making their way to the other ring.
Sami, Jimmy,
Well, they could have pinned. They could have pinned Jacob.
Could have been anybody at this point. They walked over so many of them. Why do they all need to stand? Somebody just get a pinfall, for goodness sakes.
Yep.
But that would be less drama.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, they got to knock out.
Oh, that's why,
Solo.
because they want Solo.
Yeah, they want their pound of flesh, man.
Yes, Shylocks.
Just attack, guys.
Vancouver chanting it.
What are they chanting? I can't hear it.
Yeah, you know.
Oh, you screwed up. Yes, exactly.
Yes.
That's right, Solo.
Oh, Roman's still offering a peace, a forgiveness. Super kick, super
Ooh.
kick, super kick, Serio.
And a hell of a kick. And night Solo, you're about to go.
Go
Two. Sleep. There you go. And there you go. Well, I did not expect the good guys to pull this out.
Me too. That was really unexpected.
Yeah, I mean, cool, but
I'm sure that,
I expected the bad guys to win. See, but now, I mean, presumably we're about to get some story beats here, unless they're saving some of this stuff for Saturday night's main event, and all that. But Punk is definitely not too thrilled to be left out there. Bit of FOMO.
Bit of the outsider, but remember, Punk is not like Punk. Punk doesn't have the history that these guys do with each other. At least,
and I was listening to
history.
A few things to hype up tonight and how Punk and Roman so significant and everything. If you'll recall, 10 years ago, I mean, we just kind of not celebrated, but remember the 10-year anniversary of the Art of Wrestling podcast that changed the business a little bit with Punk on Colt Cabana's podcast. He derided WWE and everything, and Roman responded in kind by sort of kind of belittling Punk in a couple of ways back then.
Mm-hmm.
So saying he never drew a dime and all that. And so there's definite heat between the two guys, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I would hope they squashed it professionally backstage, but there is definitely something there that you could dig into for a feud between CM Punk and Roman Reigns.
Mm-hmm.
There's plenty. Plus, I think at one point CM Punk used the Shield as his heavies.
Oh, right. Yes.
Still, I don't know, Mr. Tan here. I didn't expect this to go down the way it did for the finish.
And that's the thing, is that like they've been struggling to make to make Solo stronger, and there are ways that they have. He himself, Solo Sikoa, has upped his acting skills and everything, and I respect that. But then when Jacob came into the picture, it showed how much, I guess in a sense, like how much better he was just naturally as it is, and
Mhm.
and so that sort of made it a little bit harder for Solo to gain any ground. And
Oh, a little
now he was
face-off
the
here,
one
though.
who ate the pinfall.
That's right.
It's a li-
I
it,
I'll even say that they have succeeded. I'll go double down on what you were saying. I think the new bloodline got to a point where they were successful, and I almost believe that they kind of needed the victory tonight to continue their momentum.
right.
I mean, we'll see if when they hit the credits here, if there's something else that Triple H is going to bring out here. But now we just saw CM Punk and Roman Reigns make some peace and shake some hands. Some ones raised and the go to sleep hand gesture, fireworks. You think something's happening, or are we just going black?
Oh boy, this is just gotta wait until it fades. Gotta wait till the credits roll and fades, man. That's the hell. We thought it we thought it was over last year. We thought it.
Also,
we thought
where's the Ulafala?
Probably left it in the maybe left it in the cage. That the Ulafala is it might be a little bit might be a little bit hazardous to take into a match like this. Then again,
Yeah.
going through tables. And look at that. You got CM Punk held the ropes open for Jay, but Jay didn't open the ropes for Punk.
That's reading a little bit too much into it. They did it in the middle before, but okay, I can, everything's a seed you can water. Okay. So this is okay. They just made reference to the sit-down interview where Punk said that he's doing this favor for Heyman, but he just told Heyman to his ears off mic, when it comes time for that favor, I'm going to come asking.
Mm-hmm.
So who knows what they could do as that favor that Punk needs from Paul Heyman. Maybe, just a maybe Roman gets the undisputed WWE title back down the line.
Mm-hmm.
And Punk cashes in a title shot.
That would be fun.
Just a couple of theories, that's all. Uh-oh, looks like Jimmy's hobbled because Jay and Sammy are having to help him off. But I hope that's just him selling and not a real injury. All right, Punk has hit the showers. I guess he's done his part.
Okay, Ulafala
like
not in the cage.
No, it's not. Looks like this is all we got. Not a bad thing, necessarily.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's just a year ago we were spoiled with that humongous surprise of CM Punk.
Yeah.
Oh, Punk came back out. So that they could have a little shot at the end here. Punk, are you going to be able to be in frame here? Okay, I guess he is.
The reestablishment of the OG bloodline.
Oh, he's coming up the middle and doing his GTS gesture. It's so funny to see Punk just do that with his hands while the other guys throw up the ones, because Punk is he's just here the whole time.
Yep.
And
there it is. Okay.
On to the montage of the evening. So there you go. I mean, that is the show, ladies and gents. That is Survivor Series Wargames, emanating live from the Rogers Arena in Vancouver, British Columbia.
Wow, it's like 6:35 in Vancouver right now.
Yeah, they can still go out and have a nice dinner.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even a late night dinner. It's just normal dinner time for a lot of people.
Great storytelling, by the way, with the women. Especially with Tiffy having that moment where she could have chosen between cashing in for Liv's championship or for or for her
Nice. Yeah.
Naya's her best friend Naya's championship. Oh, so I'm sorry. Sorry, Rock's auntie. Rock's auntie's
Yeah,
championship.
yeah. You mean the Queen of the Ring, right?
Yes.
Oh, LA Knight losing the championship, the US championship to Nakamura again. I think that was probably the biggest shock of the night for me.
it wasn't a shock for me, honestly. It was
Yeah.
I
Sorry, a shock, but it's actually what I wanted.
Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
Yeah. It's like I was good either way personally, but I wasn't shocked that that LA Knight would have lost it tonight because they need to make Shinsuke strong and they couldn't do it. They can't do it having him lose that way. But
yeah, it would have just been the same old for Shinsuke if they had him lose again.
Mm-hmm. Bronson retaining. Sorry, Bronson. Bronson. I was like
technically,
Bronson
yes, Bronson.
Yeah. I was about to say Bronson Rexsteiner. Like I was like, that's not his name in WWE.
You do that a lot. Just give them their on-screen due, man.
Yeah.
Just give them their kayfabe names.
No, but I know it's a kayfabe name and everything. It's just like
you said Bartel earlier too. I caught that.
Yeah, I know.
But then you were half asleep, so I'll give you a pass on that one.
Up since 5 a.m, you know.
Yeah.
I wasn't shocked that Damian Priest did not win the championship back.
No, me neither. That was a given, in my opinion.
But yeah, but yeah, it's I was actually kind of surprised that Sheamus ate the pin.
Me too. I want him to stay in contention somehow, but he also doesn't need it necessarily. It's the one time. Oh yeah, showing Roman keeping Punk from going at all. There's definite tension between those guys, and I love everything they're doing. Mm-hmm. Love all the stuff they're doing to do business. Because Punk and Roman's going to be a hot feud, man. That's going to be very, very good. Well, there's that corner credits graphic, and at the end of this replay, I guess that's all, folks.
Yep, and then go on to the press conference, but we won't be sticking around for the press conference. We will
go to sleep.
We will yes. We will say goodbye for now. However, remember that Colin Dodge at Risen72 tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. his final stream of the year. You watch him play video games, including Elden Ring, and he'll be on 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. at Risen72 on YouTube and on Twitch as well. So I believe it's on Twitch. Let me just make sure that is the case. We're looking at the pre-show here earlier as they restarted the pre-show. Jackie Redmond, our hometown girl, looking all Canadian with that red dress. On.
Definitely the lady in red for the evening.
Yep, that's yeah. Let's see, where are those links from? Colin.
Well, as you do that, just a reminder, before we sign off, we should acknowledge the original bloodline by throwing up some ones. Mm-hmm. But I don't know if you want to do that right at the end too.
Yep.
There you go.
So we got that. We got also so he is going to be on YouTube and Twitch, and you can donate at extra-life.org/participant/Risen72. That is that is how you can donate to Colin's great cause of sick kids and Extra Life. Tune in this coming Wednesday on Saga 960 AM, where we are going to have our Survivor Series Wargames review. It'll be me, most likely Chico. Jose will be back from Vancouver, so he's going to give his thoughts about his experience live in the arena at Rogers Arena. As it was just a few minutes ago, up to a few minutes ago. So we're eager to hear his thoughts back as to his experience at Survivor Series War Games. So watch out for that. Remember, you can also buy John Dawson's album Outlier at John Dawson Music, the myshopify.com, and stream it wherever you get your streaming music. We'll be back. We'll be back on your airwaves tomorrow with the AEW Full Gear review. That's going to be a replay on Saga 960 at 7 p.m. But hey, 2 p.m. Wednesdays can't go wrong with midday wrestling talk. You know.
That's right. Hey, let's throw up some ones again. I want to take a screenshot of you and me, just like kind of, with a. All right, ready? All right, we the ones. And with that, why don't you take us home, brother?
All right. So that for Chico, you can follow him at Coco Collects. You can follow Ringside Heat at Ringside_Heat. And, we're on Patreon as well. So you can support us there if you'd like. But we've got all of our social media at the bottom of our screen over here. My name is Lex Tan. You can follow me at Lex Tan Media. And this has been Ringside Heat's Survivor Series War Games 2024 Watch Along. And we remember the things that you probably forgot.